everybody. Welcome back to Mystery Titans Theater. My name is Travis Voloshin, and we have a great show for you tonight. We care. Why? Presents. I was trying to think. I was hoping there was going to be more there for me. Anyways, we got you can't see him right now for our Twitch viewers, but I assure you he is there. He's the Ken Burns of wrestling. He's the Chief J historian. He is the third brainbuster. Kelly T. Nelson. Kelly, how are you?
Doing good in the slight COVID fog, but I'm all
Yeah.
right.
That's a nice looking jacket. Looks like something our other good buddy, our main man around these parts, Johnny Hedgepeth. Johnny, how are you?
I don't know if I wear that jacket, but I definitely wear those underwear.
Yeah,
And the
those
trunks.
briefs.
I figured you'd be wearing them right now.
Yeah, and that voice you just heard is our old friend here. Great to have him back. As I've started working in wrestling in the local scene, has been one of the best friends I've made from All Star Wrestling and beyond. The great Matt P. Matt, what's up?
What's up, guys? Gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to be on with you guys.
Man.
This is one of the things that I look forward to the most when I'm here when I get to be on every few months. So thank you for having me yet again.
No problem. You're the man, buddy.
Thanks. Hey, no,
Let's start,
thank you for slumming it with this dick and fart joke show. Thanks.
You're assuming I have a highbrow sense of humor, man.
Yeah.
Oh no.
You're assuming it's just my thing too.
Who's in
We're
the
all
jacket?
wrestling fans, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Who's in the jacket?
that's Steve O.
Oh,
Steve-O.
we're
From
talking
Jackass?
about the O.
We yeah
Can the audio go up a little bit? Because I don't hear anything.
Sure.
yeah. There's like a real like a
It's pretty quiet
annoying
anyways.
sound in the background
Okay.
from this recording, but maybe it won't pick up on here.
We were just talking about the O family. There was Steve
Yes,
O. Was it Jerry O?
Jerry O against Macho Man
Yeah.
and
Peggy
Barry
O,
O.
Johnny from the Dead song.
Silvio from Sopranos.
So while we have a
Hey.
black screen, I guess I'll explain
Okay, go
this
ahead.
this footage.
Kevin's
So
in the chat. Good to see you again, buddy.
it's Georgia Championship Wrestling Superstars, which apparently was a very short-lived spin-off of Georgia. In 1983, summer 83, they taped in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And I think the story goes like at this time, Georgia was on TBS, of course, national exposure, but also they were moving up north because the old Sheik's Detroit territory was dead.
Hmm.
So they started promoting in Michigan and Ohio and West Virginia. And so they kind of spread themselves thin. So they hooked up with Jerry Jarrett in Memphis to provide talent to run in smaller areas in the Georgia, like the original Georgia territory,
Right.
and in parts of
The one I baited all
Tennessee.
our viewers into coming to watch.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
and of course this is part of it.
What is this?
Hilarious.
Nightmare
I
Fuel.
saw this
No, this is
thumbnail.
for Johnny.
It's like
it's
wrestling's
part of
version
Oh,
of The
yeah, this is
Exorcist
like-
here.
Hey, this is my favorite thing in the world, sexy
it.
videos. And this is okay. This is Terry Taylor
I
and
recognize Terry Taylor.
from the
And Bobby
Fantastics.
Fulton.
Bobby
Yep.
Fulton.
This is the original version. This is the Fantastic
There's that
Ones.
buzz.
The fantastic, yeah,
Hilarious.
as if the Fantastics weren't already basically Fabulous Ones ripoffs as far as the gimmick goes. The original one was literally the Fantastic Ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So
boy.
this is ground zero for them. I think this is their first match coming up.
Yeah. Is your
Ah!
daughter ready? Hey, is Nora ready to go?
You know,
Will I open the door too?
Terry Taylor's
Fuck.
charisma just jumps off the screen, doesn't it?
Yes, both of them. Camera's over here, Mike. What's his name? Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby
Bobby
Fulton.
Fulton.
And the thing is, Bobby
Bobby.
Fulton is a charisma machine, but
Yeah.
here he's a deer in the headlights.
Ah, for some reason, something makes him feel awkward.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Guys, I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm going to try and jump back in about 5 minutes, all right?
Okay.
Cool.
I can hear that buzz. You're right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Oh, it's Billy
Hilarious.
Squire,
It's good.
baby.
Is it
I
Billy
was-
Squire?
The
Okay.
music.
Yeah, I loved Billy Squire
Huh.
at this time, man. Big fan.
Yeah.
But
Kevin's
wasn't
Kevin's
this
in an ad
what?
right now, so he can't enjoy the knockoff fabs to its fullest.
Everybody wants you.
but that's what the Fabs used as music too.
Really?
I think so.
Hilarious.
The Fabs
So can you
switched it
still
up a
order
bunch.
this calendar? And then it's like nightmare. We're in your nightmares. These hard bodies.
Yeah, this is in the mind of every homophobic wrestling fan
Yes,
watching
yes,
this
yes. It's
who's
like they're
getting a
going to
half.
flash.
He
They're
was
going to
getting a
flash
half.
something in our face.
Yeah, he was given a half chubby watching this, and this is what this is his nightmare later on that night.
Ah!
Wow. This is going on a
Ta-da!
long time.
That
That's
was
wild.
terrible.
Okay, that's wild. So Georgia, their home territory,
Mhm.
they're running with a bunch of dudes from Memphis
Yes.
and guys like Jerry O, not the stars that the people from Georgia would want to come see, because
No.
those guys are going up north for this Vakakta expansion bullshit, which
Kevin,
didn't really work out.
I'll tell you really quick.
Yeah.
I'm having the Steamworks gummy sour, raspberry tangerine sour. It's okay. It's not my favorite. Usually it's really good. Usually they're pretty dependable. And this one feels, I don't know, a little light on flavor.
The Sting under the
Sting.
mask. Yeah.
Hilarious.
He comes out to
I was there with you, pal. The grandmas love them.
So obviously
This
we're in
ref.
a
Look at
TV
this
studio setting here in Chattanooga.
I have
Cat Weasel? Is that ref Cat Weasel?
no, his
Cat
name was like
Weasel?
what was it like Scrappy McGowan, I think, or something.
Is
like
it?
that.
It could be.
He's got the hair.
Those flares are amazing.
And that hair is like steps. It's like you're walking upstairs if you put him upside down.
Well, he almost looks like Jerry Jarrett. Obviously, it's not, but they have
The
very
fantastic
similar
ones are having a hard time getting their fucking
hairstyles.
pants off.
Yeah, it's too
Fantastic.
much accoutrement.
I I have 5 movie posters hanging in my room, and The Sting is one of them. So
Awesome. Never
it's
seen it.
that's
Wow,
crazy.
look at this rows of empty seats.
I know.
Wow. Hard cam. Whoops. Oh man.
So this wasn't being so this was
This
so
is on
this was on
television.
syndicated and
I'm not sure. I think it was
Because
just local. I guess in Georgia.
Right.
like in Georgia, that's what I mean. But this was
That
affiliated.
reveal of the empty seats is fucking shocking. There are 12 people at this show.
But this was Kelly. This was affiliated with actual Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, like the intro had the Georgia theme
Okay.
music, and I don't know. I don't think we'll get any actual Georgia talent, but it was basically just running, like I said, in some towns that they otherwise couldn't be bothered to run
But
anymore.
what I was curious about was I wasn't aware of there being any sort of Georgia syndicated TV program. I always thought it was all just on TBS.
That's a good question. I'm sure they must have had something else.
Hmm.
But yeah, though this is super obscure. It only lasted a few weeks in the summer.
Why?
Um,
Kevin said they needed the Grand Wizard to take their pants off.
Yeah.
and I don't know if we're going to see him on this show, but Jim Cornette's first gig as a manager was part of this.
And I was reminded that
Show.
the Grand Wizard gets
Oh, that's right.
bleeped on the Twitch chat. Just funny.
There he
Oh,
is.
wow. Speaking of the devil, there he is. This may be his first appearance on
Straight from the
camera.
yacht.
Yeah, originally he was
Ahoy! He hasn't figured it out yet.
originally he was going for the look of Thurston Howell the third
Yeah,
junior.
totally.
No, the fourth. He had the son. Remember
Yes,
when they made the
yes.
TV movies and Jim Backus was too sick to do them? He had his son and he wore a hat like
Backus.
that.
Jesus. Who's his stable here?
I
Can we-
don't know.
Can we identify
Okay, that's
any
waiting
of these
for-
men?
I
It's a
bet you the
great mix.
king. I bet you the
Young
king.
men.
I bet you the king is Carl Fergie.
That's probably right. I'm gonna have to look into this.
Hilarious. What a ragtag bunch of misfits.
I know. Well, he had some interesting proteges in his first year or
There's
so.
everybody back.
That's Freddie Miller, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
Hey,
There's
Bill
Dundee.
Dundee, yeah. And I think Dundee was booking this. course.
You think he was, or you don't?
I think so.
Oh wow.
Yeah, definitely.
Because he would book, of course, in Memphis, but then also in Mid-South.
I came from a bar where everybody wears this, and it's all boys, and we all are nice to each other. Why can't it be like that here?
It's like freaking. It was jockstrap night, and there was one squat Australian fella in the corner. Full jockstrap, but the sexiest leather jacket I ever saw. I told Pacino, I got your look, and the little son of a bitch didn't even acknowledge.
Sorry, guys. Who's this guy that has my haircut from grade 3?
Oh, this is
Bill
Superstar
Dundee.
Bill Dundee.
Oh, it's Bill Dundee. Okay, I should have recognized the hair. I think from the recent pictures of Bill Dundee that I've seen, his hair is actually even poofier than this now, but just as black still.
Oh yeah, oh yeah,
yeah.
Hey, there's no
All
play
natural,
for
I'm
Mr.
sure.
Gray. I am like,
Hey, God, do we really have to put those hats and jackets on? It's so fucking hot. Who's this guy?
I do not know. That logo looks like the Today Show from the 70s. Now, look at this. I give it that.
There we go.
That's a sick match.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, all
Garvin.
right.
That's an interesting matchup.
All right.
That's not.
I don't know who two of those guys are.
Yeah, we don't.
Right.
Norman
Charles the Third
worked in Stampede in the 70s.
The Angel and Jerry Novak.
Is that
Jerry
the Angel
Oates.
of Death?
That yeah, King Carl Fergie.
King Carl Fergie.
I nailed it, Cal.
Well, he did have a crown on, so you had a good shot of nailing that one.
So you said this was from 1983, right?
What year is this, Kelly?
You said this was 83?
83, yep.
Okay, so this guy's not just here ribbing John Stossel then.
No, it says Michael St. John, Kevin says.
Right. Here at Narcotics Anonymous, we encourage everyone to open up about their feelings.
Looks like a young Michael Clarkson. Hey,
oh, here we go. There we go.
Look out, Bill! It's like they're doing the Holy Grail bit where it just keeps getting closer.
Oh, what's the music for this?
I'll turn it up. Oh, it's Ronda Rousey.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Hilarious.
Yeah. Dude, Bill Dundee is in my top 10 of all time.
Hey, wait,
man.
we shooting? Can they hear me down there? I want to know if I can take my shirt off. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna take my shirt off. Let's go. Don't let me know when they say action.
The first of the Loser Leaves Town trilogy was right at this time. I guess maybe it was
best shape of me life. By the way, Tony Gurria, Red and Blue Realty. Give him a call.
How is it that he's managing to look like Roy Orbison and the Grand Wizard at the same time?
That must have been.
He's just a little guy.
Yeah,
how tall is he?
Oh, you. Oh.
Jerry Jarrett's mansion.
Shove it up your ass.
That's the sexiest thing I've seen all week. Look at this.
I'm 4'9" of pure muscle.
Dude, Bill Dundee fucking rules. Look at this. He lives together. Bill Dundee has a car with Bill
Dundee has a posse. We got to make that T-shirt for you.
But he has a car with like I think it's with his logo and his
my god
spray painted on it.
Yeah,
here we go.
Wow, who is that against?
I'm not
Dutch.
sure.
It's Dutch.
Well, it was
Wow.
it was Dutch. Yeah,
that looked crazy. So why are they able to show this footage if this is an offshoot? I'm confused.
This is Georgia Championship Wrestling, and they're using Memphis's talent. And
yeah, Memphis was sending them talent and videos. Yeah.
I mean, when I watch you explain everything again, when I rewatch, I'll understand everything.
There was like an agreement, kind of. Lawler would often wrestle on the Omni shows in Atlanta and get exposure on TBS, etc.
Let's bring out the gimp.
So going back to Cornette's posse or stable, the French Angel was the bald one.
Okay.
Not the original, of course. And I think the Bounty Hunter is the other one. Whoever that is, let me see. I'll click on him. Bounty Hunter.
Tamura Morrison. Interesting.
Jerry Novak.
Jerry Novak. Okay.
Yeah.
They They didn't send they sent a few stars from Memphis, but they weren't sending Memphis's best.
No.
Oh
Other than,
man, look at
other
that
than
row of empty
Dundee.
seats.
Oh yeah.
Crazy,
Oh yeah.
eh? On all sides.
Yeah.
Well, this was their first taping, so they basically just rounded up whoever was hanging
Strangers off the street.
outside.
The studio workers, you got Stacy, the receptionist, in the back there too.
Yep.
Wow, look at that.
I know.
Yeah.
That's just bad.
Why even put the chairs there if you're gonna
I
shoot?
know.
This is my
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, just dim the lights.
It's a TV taping. They can't dim the lights in this garage.
Who's Dundee got here? Mike Fuller of the Calgary Flames? No,
some dude.
PR pre-roll. They call me pre-roll.
Oh, I think it's Pat Rose.
I'm always ready to
Pat
go.
Rose. Okay.
Oh, buddy, it literally is a garage. Look at what's behind that curtain there.
Yeah. About to open up.
Pat Rose is the definition of Southern journeyman guy. Solid guy, was always near the bottom of the card, but solid.
Mm-hmm.
No personality whatsoever. So I'm trying to wrap my head around this booking decision here, because I go, okay, we're going to use Memphis's talent for this weird TV show that no one's ever heard of. Not in their home state where people aren't familiar with these people, and we're going to send them 3 stars, a couple of up and comers, and a bunch of never was's, and expect that to get over at all in Georgia. This is wild.
Yeah, I mean, this was in Chattanooga, Tennessee, this taping. And,
okay.
Yeah, and they were doing shows in Chattanooga.
I thought this was in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's confusing. They had shows in Tennessee, but not in the Memphis territory part of Tennessee.
You know how much gasoline costs? We could just do it up here.
Shout out to Ben Zani, the pride of Chattanooga.
Oh,
Tennessee.
Hey. Yeah. Because Tennessee was divided into a bunch of different territory fiefdoms at one point, besides just Memphis.
They got that SCI tournament coming up again. I think that's going to be
that's right.
Maccabe's last
his final match.
Yeah.
Out of the he's not in the tournament. It's a special attraction or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, against Kevin Koo.
Maccabe's pictures in Pro Wrestling Illustrated on stands now. Picture of him and Thatcher.
Nice.
That's cool.
I'm very distracted by this referee's hair.
He's
just got like,
if you put him upside weird, down, it's like going
he's got weird
stairs.
WWE. He's got weird WWE 2K hair physics going on.
Yes, totally. It is N64.
Yeah,
pixelation for sure.
He's got Scrappy.
He's in the Money for Nothing video. He looks like
Scrappy McGowan. Scrappy McGowan has a definite look of the cool Christian guy who plays guitar at youth group.
Right.
South 5. That look.
Hilarious. Scrappy McGowan. What a funny name.
He's like Tom Pettier.
Yeah.
I've never seen someone hook the tights like that before. Just pubes. It's more painful.
Fuck this noise.
Easier to pin them.
He's bleeding 8 people in the audience.
This is code? What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
They're just trying all sorts
look
of
at
subliminal
WCW presents Georgia Championship Wrestling.
Just trying all sorts of subliminal shit.
Too many.
They had that
that music video. That's what they're going for. This was never meant to be good. This was a deep government thing to fucking hypnotize people for some fucking reason. Look at that logo.
I just want to get worded about JD Solinger.
Look at that logo.
And that NWA logo is like totally off brand.
It's the worst.
I know. So funny.
I need a t-shirt of that.
I think I could probably recreate that for you in like 10 seconds.
Kevin's going to that Maccabi match you're going with Jepson, aren't you? The Big Hurt, I believe. I think
Oh,
he's going to be
nice.
there as well. Who just bought an N64? Did you see that, Matt? With a blue and a yellow controller, which takes it to the
Alan
next level.
Alan Jepson did?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I gotta
Spent
follow
his
him on
birthday money
socials.
on that.
I didn't realize he was a retro gamer guy like us.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I was playing, I from your Genesis ROM dump you sent me. Or no,
Yeah.
you didn't. I found it because I have copies myself. No, I played Growl. I just like, what is Growl? I'd never played that before. And
Okay.
it's a solid beat 'em up, right? Like
Is it?
your like Streets of Rage or
Yeah,
Fatal
yeah.
Furies on the Genesis, but it's not as good, but it like I was laughing by the end when I got to the boss. It's got
Nice.
that style. You know what I mean? You always want to see what the boss is gonna look like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. If you have never, if you're not familiar with a lot of the old Genesis titles, I urge you to check out a game called Trampoline Terror.
All right, done.
Hey, French Angel's gear here is pretty fucking dope.
Not too
Yeah,
bad. Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty ahead of its time.
And that's
The
Norman
bounty
Charles
hunter,
the third.
the bounty hunter looks like he was also at Jockstrap Night. that fucking outfit. It was. There's a fourth guy too.
It was Norman Frederick Charles the third.
I've never heard of that guy. What a name.
Australian guy, hence the boomerang. And
Okay.
So, oh, you want to talk to me again? Sure. This is the third time we talked to this tweet.
Our only singles baby.
Look at Jerry-O.
Oh.
Jerry-O looks like I was like, hey, have you heard the good news?
No, this is
Jesus thing.
this is Steve-O.
Steve-O, whatever.
Peggy-O.
Hit your O.
All O's are the same.
I was
He's
just
gonna butt chug. He's gonna do a butt chug enema next because he's Steve-O.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Sopranos.
He doesn't look the same. It's crazy.
I'm doing a Sopranos rewatch, and I forgot that brief character of the Christian guy Janice was dating who had narcolepsy. It was in a couple of episodes, and he always walks in, and he's like, hey, "Hi, this is my boyfriend." He's like, "Have you heard the good news?" And they're always like, "Ah, yeah."
Yeah, that was
funny.
Completely
the most
forgot about
random
this
character in all of the Sopranos.
And he'd fall asleep on the couch and spill shit. He's in like 3 episodes.
Kevin's wondering if there's like 4 faces in this whole territory.
Yeah, there's yeah.
Well,
Another mass wrestler here with like almost a tiger mask style.
It's Steve-O.
And you say Andre the Medium here? Is this?
No,
this
Andre, yeah.
this guy?
there we go. There's our first contender for the night.
He looks like he's got Bob Ross hair from the top, though. It's Andre with Bob Ross head.
Yeah.
Or what the Giant looked like.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, like 84 style.
All right. There we go.
Okay.
Ooh.
Huh. Who is this?
I'm not sure.
I never could accept that name for in WCW. That his name was just the Giant. I couldn't believe it. I was like, that's the dumbest name I've ever fucking heard in my life. Then the Big Show, which wasn't much better.
I think the Giant was actually better than the Big Show.
The Giant's so bland. The Giant?
Yeah, I know.
Hilarious. This red and orange is like an homage to Pedro Morales. Those long pants. Haven't seen him in a long time, you guys.
Oh, you're dying for some Pedro?
Yeah.
Be careful for what you
Be careful.
For
Travis.
Yeah.
Ask it. Dude, say no more. You got it, buddy.
Dude, I just remember those 2 Cowboy Bob Orton matches.
Yeah, the Orton
that were
matches.
just
Wow.
fucking legendary. They're so good.
Man, we were just watching these like pretty much awful WWF mid-80s house shows, and we discovered these 2. So end of his career, Pedro versus Cowboy Bob Orton matches. That one of them was just like, this is like fucking ECW, going through fucking tables, brawling in the crowd. They were tremendous.
This was a couple of shows ago, right?
No, this was a couple of years ago.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so update on the Masked Wrestler. This is the Stray Cat.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's Brian Setzer.
Did we find
He's got quite the future ahead of him because he's Ken Wayne of the Nightmares.
Oh, that's Ken Wayne?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ken Wayne's
here's the ending of here's that scene in Showgirls again, Johnny.
French Angel.
French Angel. Ooh. Wow. Put your hand on my face.
Deadly Claw. You can tell the Stray Cat's headed for big things. He's just got a little bit more
Moose,
pizzazz.
Yeah.
Moose in the chat says, does that say WCW COVID in the back there? It looks like it.
It kind of does.
It's a shout out to you, Ken.
Yeah, I know.
Noted sex offender Ken Wayne.
In fact,
Oh boy. Well, okay. I'd like to give my 2 cents if you have the time. Well, first I'd like to make an April Fool's joke about Niagara Falls drying up.
that's just for Travis and I. That joke.
These are all Michael Clarkson references. Look him up. He's a
He's
award-winning
got a
writer.
Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Dundee and Dutch.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So here, a little bit of Dutch versus Dundee from this time from the Memphis Coliseum.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. Oof.
What a
Ooh,
great
that was a
punch.
great punch.
Mm-hmm. Like, how tall is Dundee?
Not he's
I
not
know.
tall.
Barely above him.
But he doesn't, like, he looks super small against a guy who's against. Looks like he could work Skylo low, to be honest.
Dutch wasn't very tall either.
I know. So that helps.
Dundee
and Lawler must be pretty short too.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is.
Well, Dundee was short even for Memphis. Okay.
Yeah.
But Memphis was a place where they didn't care that much, especially if someone was that fucking talented.
As long as he
It
had
says here that
charisma.
Dundee's build height is 5'2".
Wow.
Bill,
Take an inch or two off, right?
Yes. That's insane.
Yeah, so he's like Rey Mysterio's size.
Right. So small.
Yeah. But again, much like Rey Mysterio, Dundee is one of the greatest of all time,
Mm-hmm.
especially in 83. 83 right here. 83 Memphis is my favorite of all the promotions, and 83 was an on fire year.
Right. Moose saying, Dutch, take your sweater off.
You know, Johnny, I gotta say, I don't think I've ever heard you gush over any wrestler like this that wasn't in the FBI.
Hey, no, there's a lot more to me than just the FBI. No, it's
Cav, we'll see you soon, buddy.
There was a videotape.
Back is so hairy. Sorry, it's like
Matt. There was a
That
video.
should have been a feud, hair versus hair against
George Steele.
Matt, there was a videotape that you could get from Pro Wrestling Illustrated called Lords of the Ring that I got, and it had all these clips of all the promotions at the time that I couldn't see, and the clip of Lawler Dundee loser leaves town 1 in this Coliseum. You know, for the minutes they showed, I was like, this is the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen. Just from
and I think that was literally days before this taping.
Wild. Yeah, this looks like a Memphis style right now. Out into the crowd.
I don't think I've ever seen this match before.
Considering they're in Memphis.
I can hear Lance.
Oh, here we go.
I love just the rope. What's the point? What's the fucking point?
The point is so those metal things can fall down and look cool
and hurt people. Oh, geez, I'm constant. All I do is pick up these fucking things that they took from the bank. I think this one's from the nightclub, Sully. Yeah, you were standing in front of this when you beat up that kid last night.
Listen. I don't gotta take any shit from any of these goddamn fucking hillbilly motherfuckers.
No, I'm with you, man. I think you should have picked it up and used it on him.
I would have, but
He's
you
a
know.
little guy.
Oh yeah.
I hate those kind of finishes that make the referee look like a total.
I would have, but then I'd lose out on that insurance settlement with the force.
Right. Oh yeah, that whole thing.
Yeah, Ixnay.
Yeah, sure. Hey, what thing with the force?
Who's this guy again?
St. John. Someone St. John.
Okay.
Michael
St. John. Michael St. John.
I cannot get over that logo.
I'm on the phone.
It's starting to grow on me.
How many do you need? Holy shit. Is that
Here's
Billy Jack?
Dutch.
No, that's Dutch.
That's
Hat's
Dutch,
hilarious.
Baby. That hat is tremendous.
That's amazing.
Wow.
The Wicked Witch of the West. What you gonna do about it?
That's dude. There are very few men who can make that hat look fucking cool because that hat is
Yeah.
insanely large.
Yes.
And
And this is
Dutch
the peak
Mantel
of
is one of them.
this is
What
the first real
is there
renaissance
a
for satin
squirrel's? Is that a
jackets.
squirrel's head on the? Is that a squirrel's head
I think you
on
might
top
be.
of that? What is
Or a
that?
cobra.
I feel like that's like Garfield or something.
Yeah.
Like an entire
Here,
cat.
check it out. I
There
hate
you go.
Mondays on the
Oh, look
back.
at that! Now
Dirty
now
Think
that's
Dutch.
about that, motherfucker.
now that's a jacket I'd wear. Do you see that
Yeah,
dirty
dirty
Dutch on the
Dutch.
back?
Yeah.
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 Man, gotta make satin jackets.
Going with the
That's what we gotta
San
get
Diego
going, Matt.
Padres color scheme.
Boom satin jackets.
Boom satin jackets.
Oh my god.
Fuck it. Sell
I
boom
do want a
hats.
back hair
Sell
versus
boom
back
hats
hair
just like his.
match though, Matt. I know somebody at Big Rig for sure would have to be involved. I gotta think who else.
Yeah.
Who else in the local region could be pretty great.
And when we got tonight in Chattanooga, June 11th. Oh yeah, okay, we just saw this already.
Superstar.
Well, you know, Big Rig's going to be taking some singles bookings soon because Boogie's wife is expecting.
That's
so
right. Expecting
yeah.
twins.
Mhm.
Crazy.
Wow,
But we'll have Boogie on soon. I was thinking.
cool. I was like,
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. And you got to you got to chat with him a bit there, Kelly, at Get the Funk.
Yep.
Yeah. And with Todd Quality, who will be
Yes.
on the show soon.
Yeah, I'm a big Todd Quality fan.
Awesome. Yeah,
Are you guys going to have Todd on soon?
We have him on August 3rd.
Oh man, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
That's going to be good.
I saw some clips of Brady on Ring of Honor, the match against Serpentico, and
Yeah.
the first ones I saw, it was just the stills with him with his name on the screen and said Brady, and then it was the Malibu and the Barbie style.
He did
what?
that. That was
yeah. And then I saw why, because he went as Brady Roberts
to
do that show.
Mm.
It's the Candyman, Ray
Yeah,
Candy.
Ray
Candyman, Ray
Candy.
Candy.
I gotta find that clip, Kelly, for old time's sake, and edit it
God
in here.
awful nickname.
Or who was the booker at
Which
World
clip?
Class who he used to call the Candyman?
Fuck.
It's a
Mantel.
different Candyman.
Yeah,
otherwise.
Ken Mantel.
And
Ken
it's
Mantel,
Mantel, and
yeah.
every time the word Candyman would come up, Kelly would drop a quick lick from the Grateful Dead song
Candyman. Yeah.
Until I couldn't be bothered to do it anymore because
You did it so often.
I did, I know.
And I took it as such a sign of friendship because
Yes.
you know it's
Yeah, no, that's purely what it was.
Speaking of which, man, I really was a little affected by Bill Walton passing. I was like, oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, here's a little teaser for later. We're gonna be watching some Bill Walton footage.
Oh, hey.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I thought you and him were like kindred spirits.
We were.
Mhm.
I'd seen him at some shows because how can you fucking miss him? You know, I'm talking like I'm in the stands, I'm looking down, or they show the big screen and there's a giant in the third row, right? Like, oh,
That's awesome. Yeah, he went to
giant.
how many? Like 1,000 shows?
Oh,
something?
yeah. He went with them to Egypt in '78.
Crazy.
And his, I think, 3-part 30 for 30, which just aired last year,
I've got to see
is
that.
tremendous.
Hmm.
And the entire soundtrack is almost all dead. And
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right,
That's
we'll check
so
it out.
cool.
That sounds fun, man.
It's funny.
When's the Vancouver Riot episode dropping? Sorry, Kelly.
June 4th.
Yeah, dude,
June
that's
4th.
soon. I'm excited for that.
Oh, they're doing a 30 for 30 on that too.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ooh, I'm
big time. Vancouver's in the big time.
Hey, Moose, subscribing again. 15 straight months, dude. You're the best, man. Thank you. Friends of our buddy Hi, Matt. We learned over Twitter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, which is hilarious. Small world.
I was going to say about Bill Walton. I just happened to be listening to a podcast about the Patty Hearst whole thing in the 70s with the SLA and how Bill Walton was kind of tangentially involved.
Oh yeah. It's in the 30 for 30.
Yeah, but the timing was weird because then he died like the next day or whatever after I listened to it. But yeah. What a crazy time that was. The 70s, mid 70s,
Big
all
Jam
this
Hammond. Who
Yeah,
who
I
is
know.
that,
Hey,
Matt?
I was alive.
revolutionaries.
I mean, I was
Yeah, I
alive
mean, you
during
were,
it,
yeah,
you know.
It
but I
could be
mean,
James
just
in the chat.
San Francisco sounded like just such a wild
Yeah, I think it
place.
is
Hey,
James.
I,
James, our buddy James Hamilton's in the chat. That's awesome.
hey,
Oh,
James.
nice, nice.
Hey, Kelly. I lived in the smallest of small towns in New Jersey. Like I mentioned, I just visited it for the first time in 20 years, unchanged and amazing. Like this is like a really small town, and there was a bank right across the street from me when I was 4 or 5 years old. Someone robbed the bank, and I was playing in the front yard and watched the whole thing, and was completely oblivious. They got away, got caught. I remember a cop talking to me, didn't realize he's too young to fucking know what the fuck. And my mom's screaming, "Get in the house, get in the house," and shit. And it was with toy guns. These guys robbed the bank with toy guns.
You think if Ray Candy was about 15 years younger and was wrestling a lot more in the 90s, he might have adapted his gimmick to go with like the Tony Todd thing in the early 90s to
Yeah,
become
that
the actual
Candyman.
Candyman?
Yes.
If Vince had got it, yeah, okay. Ray Candy was actually very talented, and he was around for a long time. But if Vince had gotten a hold of him and seen that movie, maybe he
Yeah.
could have he would have been Papa Shango.
Vince would have made him come out to the Candyman can
Uh-huh.
if you got a hold of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
And
not
he'd be
paying
handing
for
out
that.
lollipops to
I'm
kids and
not
stuff like
paying
that.
for that shit anymore.
Get Johnson in the studio.
Didn't Brad Armstrong work a Candyman gimmick?
Yes, yeah. In one of the many awful WCW gimmicks they gave Brad Armstrong,
Oh
because
god.
one of the great wrestlers of all time, but and backstage apparently a fucking cut up and a riot, but as soon as the camera turned on, no personality. Uh, he he was a Man, the
Yes.
Spider-Man ripoff. He
Oh,
was
And Fantasia.
no, he was Bad Street. He was
Oh,
Bad.
right.
Bad Street, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was the Candy Man, and he hands candy out to kids at ringside. And I was watching this, and I really like Brad Armstrong, and I was like, I can't watch this. I feel so bad for this guy. This is the worst.
I don't want to alarm you guys, but we have two of those aforementioned Candy Men coming for us now because we've said his name
Candyman.
6 times.
Ah, okay.
I think if you say Candy
Hey, no,
Men, it's
hold on.
all right.
If there's a chance that means I can hang out with Brad Armstrong tonight, then
it's gonna be Mantel from WCW or World Class. I mean,
hey, I like to shoot the shit with that guy too.
yeah.
So how did it feel helping put Fritz out of business? Because that's what you did.
Oh yeah, Missy Hyatt said she dated Jim Ross.
How about that? And no, and in their older age.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was after his wife passed away.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
I
it was a
guess
couple days ago.
Up.
Missy's no prize anymore. Anyway.
Have you ever seen any interview with her though? Also, Missy's one of the greats. She's awesome. She does. Yeah, she's had some work done. She went and got her nursing degree and everything, so she's got a good head on her shoulders. And she was fairly honest. She was like, he fucking rocked my world. So apparently all that Blue Chew that he advertises, he uses.
Just pounding that back like chlorets. I assume you mean something else, James, in that previous comment.
I gotta look this up. You'll love
this. Yes. Man, just nobody there. So weird. I wonder what what they got for viewers on this.
Probably more than the 9 people in the crowd, I would think.
Wrestling was huge at this time.
Yeah, except in this garage.
Well, it lied except for live, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's any more of these on YouTube.
Oh, gee, darn.
Well, hey, this hasn't been.
I know, yeah.
Bad as a.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, we said
oh yeah.
Dundee.
Okay.
Get
Get on me for putting on like fun, shitty stuff. And like, oh, we're gonna have a good show tonight. Look at this.
Yeah, I'm still not convinced that I'm not getting an hour of big Josh matches at the end of this instead of Joshi. I
You know what?
I don't put it past you, Johnny. I don't put it
Whoa,
past
Josh,
whoa,
you.
whoa, 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 Matt,
Josh, not
Matt,
Josh.
Matt. I did not, Matt.
Big Joshi.
I had no part in putting together tonight's playlist. This is a Kelly Nelson joint tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the king of floors.
Well, it is Johnny Sorrow's birthday coming up in a few days, so that's why I sort of took over
Damn, awesome, Johnny.
this one to add a few
54.
special stuff for the J
I'm trying to
Man.
find this
the
great
studio
fucking
age.
tweet.
King Carl Fergie.
Well, Missy comes driving out to see me. He's like, well, you drive all the way out to Oklahoma to have drink coffee or fuck, and I'm almost out of Folgers. Oh, JR.
Does look like Lawler if you squint.
That was the gimmick. That was the gimmick. I think Fergie had beaten, maybe got a win over him, or I can't remember the gimmick, but clearly
to justify the king.
Yeah, like maybe he
Justify
stole a
the
victory
king.
on Lawler, and now he's calling himself the king because he's dressing like, I mean, he's doing Lawler.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of Fergie, how about the return of Fergie at Boom there?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Like Fergie. I wasn't expecting that banana suit to come out.
Yeah, he was telling me he had bought that because I was telling him what funk looked like. Yeah, man, that was great. That was awesome. I'm really glad we got to make that happen.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of fun, honestly.
Mm-hmm. He was out there dancing with the kids at the end for a show.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what Cornette's stable was called, the Dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not super familiar with the stylings of 1983 Jim Cornette. Can you explain to me why he's dressed up like a cast member of the Love Boat?
Because he's in all seriousness, he'd been a photographer right up until right around here, and your gimmick is you're an entitled rich kid. Well, how does a rich kid dress? Well, like this. Where's that going to the yacht club? That's where carrying the tennis racket comes from originally. And so at this point, it's like how do I, with no money, really try to look like a rich kid?
Like a rich kid. Okay. All right. Fair enough.
Yeah, well, this is historical footage because I think this may be Cornette's first ever appearance on TV. Because I don't think he worked in Memphis before this. He was a photographer, like Johnny said, at the shows, but not working.
And guys, I've gotten on a kick of watching ahead of the worldwide wrestlings because we only have 14 more. And
in 1985,
yeah, and
only 14.
No, and it's all built up to Starrcade now. It's everything's super hot and exciting, right?
That's great. We'll be celebrating your 60th birthday when we finally reach the
hey. But speaking of Cornette, this feud with Midnight's versus Jimmy Valiant and the Street People is so bonkers in a lot of ways. And there is some, Jim Cornette's doing that Memphis racist heat a little bit. And Jimmy Valiant's side is Ronnie Garvin as a drag prostitute who comes to his
I've seen rescue. That footage. I've seen that footage recently. I'm trying to think of
it's bonkers on all sides.
Right. Damn it. Where did I see that? It might have been on Dark Side of the Ring, was it?
No.
Don't
know, but you're gonna be seeing it, Travis. So saddle up.
Count me in.
Get those pants loosened.
Get that waistband snappy.
Yeah, nothing gets you harder than racist jokes from Jim Cornette.
With Ron Garvin and drag right there.
With Ron Garvin and drag.
The perfect combination. You have no idea how many hours on Pornhub I've been trying to make this happen.
It's fucked up my algorithm
So funny.
forever.
I told Kelly, this is so funny, Kelly. I told you at Get the Funk Out it was an homage to my teenage self. And Kelly asked if I was going to masturbate in the middle of the ring.
No, I saw a lot of masturbating.
Hey, I saw, okay, when you sent me that first draft, I saw a lot of masturbation too, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, 100%. My only chance to be self-indulgent.
It is funny because you got to figure, well, this kid has been working there forever, taking pictures, and then they would let him set up a merch table to sell some of his pictures. And his mother did like drive him to the shows and help out and stuff. That's why eventually she had to get a license, because every now and then they needed her to ring the bell, and you had to have a fucking license.
Wow.
Yeah, what were you watching? What was the Athletics Commission really nasty in Pennsylvania? Which dark? I know I saw this in a recent Dark Side of the Ring. I can't remember what it was, but man, there are some nasty athletics commissions out there. Yeah, James is telling me he's in a
awkward.
I know, in a show right now with a 70-year-old woman who's been watching or she's the assistant director on a show he's been working on, who's been watching some Mystery Titans theater. And James is on in 2 weeks from now, 2 weeks in a day. So hopefully she can make an appearance.
Okay.
Look at that.
Of all the many, put
that up behind you.
Put me up. Okay. There's two flags that I need to have. One is the FBI flag with Tommy Rich's big fat face.
Rich. Yes.
And that flag, the Iranian flag with the spray painted Ayatollah.
Are you wild and woolly? What's the score in the hockey game, you guys?
It's almost over. Edmonton's going to be 1 game away from the Stanley Cup.
Crazy.
Welcome back to Good Morning NWA.
3-0.
Ninjas with attitudes.
God, this logo is it's got me. It's so cheery.
Great on a t-shirt. Wake up, NWA.
NWA this morning with Michael St. John.
What do we need? All the primary colors and white.
I'm just in between dyeing my hair again. It's got to say black 24/7. The microphone's over here, sir.
No. Get the camera over here.
What is that, a bookshelf?
Yeah. In the public library.
It's just in somebody's living room.
Savannah.
All right, guys, I'll be back in a second. The cat is awake and looking for dinner.
I can hear Desmond.
Hilarious.
Poor old cat.
All right. That's schnoz, man.
Okay. And to the surprise of no one, guess who had a Napoleon complex?
Yeah.
Superstar Bill Dundee. Really think about it. Memphis was the only place where he could wrestle as a top guy.
Yeah.
Everywhere else,
right.
He was too small.
Yeah.
These new guys, they don't know what it's like to get stabbed on the way out to your car. That's at the start of Memphis Heat. That's how it starts.
Mm-hmm. I need to I haven't seen that in forever. I want to watch that.
Me too. Yeah. I remember really liking it though.
Yeah. Fargo's such a garbage human being the way he talks about ladies in it. But otherwise it's good.
He's got that one sailor tattoo that looks super tough. Right? Just to have one.
Similar to Korea.
All right.
It's the bond we have.
Calgary
the
Herald
bond with
and
Tony
then
and
back
I
to
have.
Mississauga.
I'm from Australia. He's from New Zealand, but we're bonded by our tattoos. We got to stick together in this wild world of pro
We
wrestling.
can't watch.
Remember when they made him a butler, Steve
Yes.
Butler? I was just thinking, I was like, and then again, I was like, I can't watch this shit anymore. This fucking stinks.
All right,
Hey, here we go.
There you
So
go.
here's a Johnny birthday special for him.
Thanks, I do. Thank you. Here we go.
Yeah.
This is one of the best. This is one of the greatest things that's ever happened in a wrestling ring.
Starts choking mid-match. Worley has to give him the. Worley has to give him the.
No, it'll be like this happened to me. I was wolfing down a meatball sandwich and I didn't chew it enough and it got lodged going down my esophagus.
You kidding me?
Yeah.
It's not lunch, Morocco.
Oh. Morocco's gonna start pounding his chest. Come on, get down there.
Slowly going down his throat.
Oh,
that was
so
a big
bad.
mistake, Lou.
So bad.
I can't breathe.
It happened to me. I thought I was choking. My dad basically just punched me in the stomach and it popped out my mouth.
Another bite. Hilarious.
Here we go.
Need no fucking
Nice.
liquid.
There's a there's a
That-
bit of
He's
meatball
still
in
chewing.
That was
That's
kind
so
of the
funny.
most casual tombstone I think I've ever seen in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
It's Don Morocco. Everything's casual.
Magnificent.
Okay. He's a beach bum. That's his gimmick. It's one of the great.
Lou just legit wiped out there. Hilarious.
No, Lou stepped on the meatball sandwich and fell down, dude.
Lou's straight up messed up.
No,
Usually
yeah.
was.
Morocco threw down the meatball sandwich. This is actually what happened. And Lou stepped on the sandwich and slipped. That is what happened
Hilarious. So funny.
there.
Unfinished.
That's actually a turd that fell out of Albano's pants.
Yeah, I gotta DoorDash this.
So we got more,
Hey!
more Albano, and this was something that I stumbled upon a few months ago,
Nice.
and it was never on the Titans footage. So this could be pretty fun.
Awesome. Hey, Jim. Hey, give me some handsome Jimmy on my birthday show.
Yeah.
Thanks,
of course.
buddy.
You're welcome.
I've got the bubble guts, Lou, in the chat there.
Yeah. Nice.
Noticeably thinner. This was about 4 years earlier.
Hey, oh, there he is. Friend of the
Hey.
show, Tito
Very
Santana.
young.
Before the night is up.
1976 BC Lions member.
That's right. Merced Solis.
Mm-hmm.
And Pusky. Look at Pusky's hair.
Putsky.
Where is this?
It'd be Allentown.
Allentown,
Yeah, it
yeah,
is.
right.
Yeah, Joe
Yeah.
McHugh's on the commentaries.
Joe
Allentown.
McHugh.
Good hands.
Gentlemen, dude, look how Gentleman Jerry stands like a gentleman. That's fantastic.
Good Canadian boy.
Yeah, Jimmy. There he is. There's handsome Jimmy.
How much was he wrestling at this time?
Well,
He missed a bunch because he had Hep C, right?
yeah.
Because they
Imagine
came
that.
back.
Jimmy Valiant got hepatitis.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
The Valiants came back. The original, it was Jimmy and Johnny because they'd been there in the mid 70s.
The
They
doctor
came
just
back.
said, just shave your beard. Hell no, man.
And he's like, listen, then from now on, just do it under a glass table.
So they came back.
You don't know, Travis, you don't know that story then.
No, I do not. I do not.
Really?
And they were going to have another run with the tag belts, but Jimmy came down with Hep C, and
This
so
was,
they had to
Hey,
hastily create a third.
hey, guy,
belt.
hey, wrestling fans who are in the chat, do me a favor and type up Jimmy Valiant glass bottom boat and type it there so Travis will read it and we can see his
Johnny, this was one of the stories in that Death Valley Driver thread from all those years ago.
Uh-huh.
The one that was actually, it was found to have been started by Tony Khan, right?
He started the thread.
thread.
Yeah.
He started that thread, yeah, and it just took off.
It took off, and it got huge. It brought a lot of negative attention, a bunch of people that people didn't want there. And I listened to Schneider and Eric on a podcast talk about it. At that time, nobody was around to moderate it, because if they had been, they would have shut it down after one post.
Hilarious.
The best part about that was I think I remember Tony Khan's like original post saying, it can be true stories, or it can be stories that are believable enough to be true. And I don't think that there was anything that was posted, no matter how outlandish it was, no matter how crazy it was, everything just sounded real.
Yeah.
There eventually got to a point where you could tell people were making shit up, but really funny original shit, because the Hacksaw Duggan's dildo blender.
Yes, the dildo blender
is, I'm like, I don't think so, but boy, for a second, like, oh,
yeah, take a ride.
You wanna get with the Hacksaw tonight? You gotta take a ride on the dildo blender, tough guy. Oh!
In reality, that was the only true story.
Yeah. And then there was the story of Marty Jannetty putting cocaine in the Iron Sheik's coffee. You remember this? You remember that story?
I don't.
They brought the prostitutes to the hotel room, and Sheiky went crazy, and they had to call the cops in. And Iron Sheik was apparently,
I've heard this story plenty of
times. running around the hotel naked, going, "Sheiky likes coffee. Sheiky likes coffee."
Oh my god,
that's not going to
happen.
Maybe, but I know the actual story that happened with him and Marty Jannetty, and it involved a woman getting beaten up.
Yeah, well, that was story number 2, and then him telling the cops that the prostitute wouldn't sell.
And that's a real story. That one's a real story. It's dark.
Changing bodies.
It's dark. It's dark.
To the arm drags.
Oh, the Iron Sheik.
This is a ref.
She no sell, Marty.
Oh no.
What happened, Sheik? What would happen? Well, I would. She no sell, Marty.
Oh God. I think the less said, the better about the rest of that story.
Sounds good to me. Is that Vince in the front there? Or is that just that's timekeeper?
No.
Jamie McCallum.
George Napolitano's at ringside taking pics.
Mm-hmm. All right, so this is.
Look at that.
What's that banner?
There we go.
I don't know, but it was always
We're operating next to a car dealership.
Back in the 70s, all it took was a banner for people to know where the fuck to stay back, because we had some.
This country wasn't.
What did he hit him with?
Hadn't gone to hell yet.
This country hadn't gone. Yeah, we were in the middle of a goddamn recession, and this country hadn't gone to hell in a handbasket yet. It's the fairgrounds. Those things are everywhere. Lou Albano's practicing his semaphore. That's what it is. That's what he's doing. So, my spider sense is tingling. Allentown championship tag team match on a TV taping. Smells like a title change to me.
Does
who are champs
like
at this time,
right?
The Valiants were.
The Valiants were. They did that all the time back then. I don't know about all the time, but they definitely did it with Atlas and Johnson.
Yeah. It became quite common in the 80s.
Oh no, they did it with Wyndham Rotunda and Sheik and Volkov too.
Yes, that's right. But then the Spectrum was also known for tag team title changes.
It was the Spectrum was Intercontinental tag team. Intercontinental was Boston, and World would be the Garden.
Yeah, but with exceptions to that rule.
Yeah,
for all.
Well, of course.
Glass bottom boat, you
It's just
make
a
the rockin'
coincidence,
world
really.
go round.
Well, except for the world title switches. That was, of course, planned to always be in New
Okay,
York.
Travis, have you ever heard the Danny Thomas glass bottom boat story?
Doesn't ring a bell. Maybe I have.
Okay, that's he's the more famous one. Okay.
Crowd's pretty hot for this. It sounds like, well,
Oh, a title match.
yeah, I see.
Like you get
Maybe we are going to get.
some of the
Yeah,
biggest
that's what
pops
I'm
you'd
saying.
ever
This
heard
feels
for a title change in Allentown.
for
Look at
something
that.
like
Look at these kids. That's awesome.
This
Remember the
was
kids that get the funk
fucking
out were so
4-on-2.
well, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing.
Boogie Woogie. Did he ever hit the elbow?
No. Well, I'm sure he has an elbow drop because everybody did, but he was a heel.
Yeah.
Or he
But
wasn't.
it could have been. You could have hit it with like
Jesus
a little,
Christ.
just to rub it in everybody's face.
Here's the thing: he didn't dance around until Crockett.
Really?
Yeah, even in like, he was funky like a monkey in Memphis and shit and all that. But the name Boogie Woogie Man was Ole Anderson invented that and gave that to him when he started working there.
That's right.
He was handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Handsome Jimmy.
Look at that. So look at this.
Look at Tito's hair.
Tito, yeah.
Look at those kids. These kids are going. I don't know.
Barbarino.
I don't know if those flags can keep those kids back.
Yeah.
Tito Barbarino.
Tito
Totally.
Ding, ding, ding. Okay, number two. Number two.
Hilarious. Sweat hog Tito. Woo! Just no, not quite. Glancing blow there, Jess.
I feel like while we're talking about the kids at ringside, we got to give some props to the little Warriors pack there at Boom last Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were awesome. It was hilarious. I was talking with my head teacher at school, and he was laughing so hard that Brady just right in one of their faces. I hate to tell you, but you're adopted.
He did that? Oh
Yes.
my Christ.
And then the part where Kyle Fines came out of nowhere and scared all the kids.
Yes, that was so funny.
I was trying to play it straight that whole time as kind of the, whatever the supervisor or the whatever I was supposed to be, right? The concierge. And then Kyle comes and does that. And I just turned around and I just completely lost it.
So funny.
And I could tell stressed Wild Eyes there lost broke character as well.
I was supposed to be getting freaked out about losing my job at that point.
Yeah.
Look at that head of hair on handsome Jimmy and that beard, dude. Greg Allman fucking can't hold a candle to handsome Jimmy Valiant.
Who's this referee in the ring right now? He's like the referee. He's got the refereeist posture of any referee I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. One of the usual guys.
American Idol runner-up David Archuleta.
Nice.
I remember him.
That was a good season of American Idol, my friend.
It was.
Yeah, that was a great season.
Yeah.
That's the David Cook year, right?
One. David Cook, yeah.
Yeah, that's David Cook year.
So funny. Dude, it's probably the last one I watched from start to finish. And I watched it with my wife. And we had PVR'd it, and we wanted to make sure that it didn't go long. And it literally ended with the American Idol winner of 2008 or whatever.
Oh my God.
Is David. Like that's what because it was down to David Archuleta. It was down to David Archuleta and David
Cook.
And he went, David. It was like, and we still laugh about it to this day. We were peeing our pants laughing. So we got the answer, obviously, but
yeah.
And that's where it
the only season of that I ever watched was the one where the gray-haired blues singer dude won.
Yeah, so what's his name? And
what's his name?
And
Taylor Hicks.
Taylor Hicks. There you go.
And I was all in on Taylor Hicks.
Soul Patrol.
I was all in on this dude because I'm just like,
so weird.
Because I'm like, well, he's a mediocre white boy blues singer, but hey, so was I at one time in an amateur band like this guy,
vicariously living through Taylor Hicks.
But also the fact that his rising success and even winning it was visibly for real, just angering Simon Cowell so bad. He was so fucking mad about that I was like, yeah, let's go Taylor. I'm in the Taylor Brigade. Woo! And then I never watched another season.
I remember my mom used to say legitimately, I would love to see Taylor Hicks in concert. So funny. So funny. My wife and I still say that aloud.
So I got to tell you, I did actually go. You remember American Idol used to come out on tour every year after the seasons were done?
Yeah.
I actually went to the Vancouver year that David Cook was there. My wife was a really big fan of David Cook. So
what's happened
maybe
to
go
him?
there.
Where's David Cook now?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw all of them that year. There's Archuleta and who else was there?
The finish?
Danny Goki, was that his year?
Barely remember.
Yeah, I think there's that guy.
They were disqualified because Albano interfered.
Okay.
So they didn't lose the belts, but they've split up.
Right. As long as the flags are safe.
They split up? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like Albano and the Valiants have split up.
Oh, okay. Albano. Okay, here we go. We got to try to listen to some of this.
Yes, listen to this promo.
Yeah.
Only 8.
The audacity. Be seeing Danny Deeds tomorrow.
He's legitimately mad. Well, I might have to shoot that Italian motherfucker if he touches Mr. McMahon one more time here.
Done.
Oh, wow. I love that. Oh, good news with Vince today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like criminal investigation.
Today?
Yeah.
Oh, it's official now?
They've had to put the Janelle Grant stuff on hold because we know.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Hey,
our boy. Long Con.
Hey, true believer, it's Killer Khan.
That sounds like one of his creations. Imagine if there was a killer from the Orient. Feel a little low-key racist, Stanley.
Oh, so then it'd be an Iron Man villain. It'd be an Iron Man
villain. Yes,
totally.
Yes. Mandarins.
The Mandarins.
Hired goon.
Long lost
Killer Khan.
Stay away from the chop, Iron Man.
So anyway, this was Khan's debut in Mid-South.
Wow. Nice. Awesome. Two foreigners.
Hey, two foreigners.
Fucking Bill Nutt.
Ooh. Who's that? Jimmy Hart?
That's Ted DiBiase. I don't know who
the manager.
I don't know who the other foreigner is. It's not Jimmy Hart.
The other foreigner.
Well, I'm assuming that's who he was.
Oh, he's a manager. Okay.
You know,
Jesus Christ.
I recently had to explain to somebody why.
Oh, no. Tough guy.
I recently had to explain to somebody why it's no longer politically correct to tell somebody that you've Pearl Harbored somebody.
Right.
I didn't know you would have to bring that up in 2024.
Right? Okay, to be perfectly
Matt's in a lot of situations where people just like surprise ambush
didn't
you
know
from
it was
behind.
still
Okay. It's cool that you snuck up on my friend and hit him in the back of the head. But when you shouted Pearl Harbor job, baby, that was where I draw the line.
That's right.
I'm more surprised that anyone young and in the game would use that reference at this point. Like, really?
Yeah. I would have thought 9/11 would have replaced.
I would have thought 9/11 would have.
Oh God!
Here
come the Slam Boys.
The Slam Boys.
They can't take down. They can't take down. They can't take down Killer Khan, man. Wow, I like they're building up like a monster.
Debut a heel.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. I'd like to see this run.
They can take down those towers, but they can't take down Killer Khan.
I love
Kelly
it.
Nelson from his COVID sick bed, bringing a good 9/11 joke. Thank you, man.
Too soon?
No, it's a birthday present for me. It's with your COVID brain coming up with that. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Is that ref or manager? I wonder.
I don't know.
What have you done to my
I do-
fellow
It's
foreigner.
blown out his knee.
Oh, foreigner.
We're
Foreigner.
hot-blooded. Now
Really
we are
injured.
hot-blooded.
Oh,
Like
That is a hell of a
foreigner.
way to pick up a guy.
oh
All right, here
Oh,
we
here
go.
Here we
I gotta
go.
grab a beer. I'll be right back.
So this is for the late great Bill Walton, of course. Game 6, 1977 NBA Finals. Portland Trailblazers, Philadelphia 76ers. Portland leads
his
3
ankles
games
were
to 2.
already fucking shattered.
Ankles, his feet. I think it was his
Feet.
feet were even
His feet.
worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Some of
right.
the fashions we're gonna see here. Wow, Brent Musburger on commentary. Classic here. CBS had the rights to NBA at this time. 3-point lead for Portland. No shot clock. I can't remember if there was a. I think there was a shot clock.
There's
at this
Dr.
time.
J.
Yeah, Dr. J. I wish I knew more
there's the
about
shot
the
clock.
rosters. Yeah, okay, there was a shot clock.
When did they introduce 3-point line? This is 77, right?
Yeah, I want to say like at the very end of the 70s.
Okay.
The ABA, which was a rival league, which was gone by this point, they had the 3-point line, but the NBA didn't adopt it right away.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. I want to say maybe it was like 79.
That's what I want to say, like right when Magic and Bird started, but I'm not 100% sure.
79 as well, I believe, was the year that Seattle won their championship.
Yes. I always get it confused because they played the Bullets 2 years in a row and each split it. Bullets won 1 year, Seattle won the other year, but I think you're right. 79 was the Sonics.
Do you know when Walton went to play with Boston in
86?
In 86, and I loved him already, and I loved that Boston team myself, and apparently the organist had to learn, because it had to be the organist because it's tradition in Boston. It's got to be the agonist. Well, then she had to learn how to play trucking and Uncle John's Band and some other Grateful Dead shit. She actually had to learn it.
Wow.
Did you ever hear the story of how he ended up in Boston? Ended up with the Celtics?
I mean, dude, I must have seen it on that 30 for 30 that I watched, but I can't think of it off the top of my head. No.
Just that whole thing where they didn't think the doctors didn't want to clear him, and Red Auerbach came in smoking a cigar or whatever, and was like, "You think you can go, Bill Walton?" He's like, "I'd love another chance." He's like, "He's healthy, let him go." Larry Bird insisted that they bring him in if he was healthy enough to go, right?
Yeah.
Moose
I think that's how it ended.
3 years later, in June 1979, the NBA adopted the 3-point line.
There we go.
Initially a 1-year trial for the 79 to 80 season, despite the view of many that it was a gimmick.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and Walton won 6th Man of the Year for that Celtics team. But yeah, he didn't have much gas left in the tank. I mean, he'd missed multiple seasons due to injuries. It was really crazy. This Portland team could have been one of the all-time greats.
It's been so long since Portland's had a good team, man.
And this is the only title they've ever won.
Damian Lillard gave him like this whisper of something, but I'll tell you, man, the best basketball game I ever saw was in Portland. It was Portland versus Phoenix Suns. And Rudy Fernandez scored 5 points in the last 3 seconds of the third quarter. It was amazing.
Nice.
The crowd was going. We were dancing all the way into the fourth quarter. My brother and I went with my grandpa, rest in peace, who we're going to pay our final respects on
I'm Monday. Sorry. Yeah, sorry, man.
Hey, no problem.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy. As you
and he was a basketball coach for Mount Royal College women in Calgary.
Yeah, they made a trophy for him
in the 70s, right around this, or he was actually done before this time, right? I read the story last night.
Yeah, it was a really nice tribute.
I remember that famous story about like one of the girls, wanted to compete, but the doctor said he was hurt, and he walked in with a cigar. And
yeah, she can play. See, this almost cost them the game because it's a jump ball now.
You know, this is the first time I've seen this footage, and it's kind of heartwarming to know that even back in the 70s, it took them 27 minutes to
I
finish the last
know.
minute and a half of the NBA.
I know, because the
Uh-huh,
video is like
uh-huh.
7 minutes long, and we were less
Yeah.
than a minute left in the
You
game.
started with
Who's
like
the
45
coach?
seconds left to go.
Dr. Jack Ramsey was the coach of the Trailblazers, but that was the coach of the Sixers, wasn't it? Who was the Sixers coach at this time? I can't recall.
I don't know. Hey, just here we go.
Oh.
No, blocked.
The other day, I came upon
bounds.
on YouTube. I came upon the entire University of Louisville beating Duke for the national title in a 1986 game that I had on tape, and I watched probably like 3 times. You know, because I was super into that. Because that's where I was born. I went to college there for a year and a half and all
Yeah,
that
they
shit.
were
And I
a
was like,
power.
yeah, and I was super into them. And it was on YouTube, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna watch this probably for a minute. I got half an hour into this, and I was like, well, I got to go to bed and finish.
Now here we
this
go. The
another
greatest,
time.
one of the
Here we
greatest
go.
celebrations
Yeah.
ever. And Walton just gets totally mobbed here.
Which is also amazing because for how long people
Like,
in Portland
they
shit on
rip
him.
his jersey off immediately.
Yeah.
But they, in that documentary, they were also talking about how so many people in Portland.
So he's now
That's
naked.
awesome.
Yeah,
he's
used
naked.
to it. He's used to this. This is nothing. This is just like a dead
Where's
show.
the mud? Where's the mud? I gotta dive in the mud now.
Oh, of course, someone with a rainbow.
Dive in. Do you think that we used to dive in mud?
No, I'm just thinking of Woodstock.
I mean, I've seen it, but it's not like we were known for it.
Rest in peace, Bill.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Who's who? Who was that? Who was that, Johnny?
I don't
All
know.
right, and here's the All-Star Wrestling tribute tonight.
This is just for me, isn't it?
This is
That's
just for you, Matt.
That's great.
That's
Al
awesome.
Tomko leading the aerobics class for All-Star Wrestling.
Is that Al
Amazing.
Tomko?
Al Tomko in the back, yeah. And he's playing it totally straight. This is like women at home exercise along with this, because this was at the peak of, Jane Fonda's workout
Sure.
and all that stuff. So they were just shamelessly piggybacking.
And he chose to do it dressed as
I know
a sad clown from vaudeville times.
The Sixers coach was Gene Shue.
Gene Shue.
Okay.
Is the punchline here that Al Tomko is going to put himself over at the end?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy.
Those pants are legit pretty crazy. He's wearing there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Holy shit.
That is Christy Clark, future
That was
premier of British Columbia.
Dude, guys, that is some season 1 Star Trek: The Next Generation nuck going on in these fucking tights. Oh boy.
Serious.
Oh boy.
Yes.
Dude, I want to give a shout out to a teacher I had a good lunch with today. I've been working at a new place. And we were talking about actors who chew the scenery. And I was talking about like Gary Oldman in The Professional. And he said, Johnny, you'll like this. There's no actor who's chewed more scenery than Captain Sisko in Deep Space Nine.
How dare he? It revokes one of the best performances ever. And did he eat a lot of scenery? Yes, he did.
Yes,
and he did it, and he did it better than anyone ever because he was
That's what he was saying.
Cool.
That's what my teacher was saying. You'd appreciate it.
So you're gonna bring this back for All-Star, Matt?
Yeah. Wow.
I'm hoping.
Tribute. Gotta find these.
You know what?
Duration
I feel like
duration match.
Man.
Oh, that's gonna be
you know what?
We don't have
I
the
feel like
duration match.
it's gonna
You know
be a
what,
duration
Travis?
to watch this footage.
What's
I
that?
feel like that would be a perfect thing for
Oh, not
Boogie and
this.
Big
I
Rig
thought
to
we were
do.
I didn't mean that about-
100%.
You gotta do it. You gotta do it.
And here we
That'll
go.
make. That's where you'll start a new drawing.
And then
Oh, yeah.
New boom period for
Darth Vader.
All-Star.
Darth Vader. He's Luke Skywalker's father.
Just giving away.
Holy shit!
But this is 85?
1985, August 22nd.
Yeah, this guy just saw the movie though.
Yeah.
And this guy just sold a
This
car.
guy's just like, Jesus Christ, I don't want to be here.
So I
Wow.
promised more Joshi, and here
Yeah.
we go. This is one of the more
An hour's
famous
worth. Awesome.
TV shows they ever produced. The matches aren't going to be in full, but we're going to have some pretty action-packed bouts here, featuring some of the greatest Joshi workers of all time.
Amazing.
Yeah, all the way back to '85. Like that's pretty crazy.
Thank you, Kelly, for doing this and not letting Johnny near any of this. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you're welcome. No, I am
By the way,
itching to get into this.
Trav, we're seeing our friends from Parallel 49 tomorrow, right?
That's right.
And we're cheering for certain beers to be put back on the shelf. Can we cheer for certain beers to be taken off the shelf? Because I would recommend that this one not be on any shelves anymore.
Which one is that?
This is the Seed Spitter watermelon. Yeah, it tastes like a liquid steak.
I don't see it. Gross. It's not there. I don't see it as often. Is that like one you had in the back for a while or something?
No, I found it at an independent liquor store yesterday and thought, hey, I'll do watermelon ale.
Because they're close to me, right? And I'll see what they have new product out in the thing every once in a while when I stop by. I like the Trash Panda. I like the
Trash Panda. Space Kitty is a favorite.
Yeah, Space Kitty. Yeah, it's a little lighter than the Trash Panda. I like that.
And there's their strong one. I forget what it's called though.
Yeah, but even the lager, even the $4 beer at Boom is. I don't drink a lot of lagers now, but that goes down easy.
No, they're a solid brewery for sure.
Yep.
Travis, I'm once again gonna ask if you can ask Max to bring back the Rainbow Roads from Rewind.
All right.
Yeah,
I will. Well, we formed really good relationships with Parallel 49, obviously. They're like our one sponsor, and but also Strange Fellows. We're really tight with them. So
I used to
I don't know so much about the Rainbow Road folks.
Oh, Rewind. Yeah, you know that I'm sort of connected with the Vancouver.
Japanese. I'm sorry. Japanese Willem Dafoe here is terrifying.
I've been called Willem Dafoe on more than one occasion.
You know what he's saying right now is I'm somewhat of a play-by-play man myself.
There you go. I was wondering where we were going to go for that. Perfect. You picked yeah. Well done.
Well, I do some stuff with the Vancouver retro gaming community, so I'm trying to get a connection with like Site B out in Port Moody. So one of the local wrestlers has a workspace out at Site B, and I'm trying to get some connection done with Rewind as well, so that we can kind of co-host an event. So maybe,
of course, yeah,
100%.
Yeah, Rewind's cool. We just went there for the first time a few weeks ago. It's got a 80s vibe for their brewery.
Their aesthetic,
yeah.
Those really fans, cool. Man, how much for those fans now on eBay? They're finding the right niche.
So
cool.
This was at an absolute.
I like the excitement in the air, man. It's cool.
Yeah. Well, this is one of the peaks of.
They pass out fans like that on the street corners in Vegas. Just saying.
I mean, yeah, the fan engagement at this point was just off the charts.
I could tell they're literally holding them. It's
Moose,
wild.
Yeah,
Moose has both of the WWF board games. Oh no!
Oh, look at this kid.
You're saying
that,
Matt,
kid.
right?
That kid is wearing. Okay, listen.
This Moose,
That kid was wearing the shirt that Theo Huxtable's sister made for him. Look at that.
What's it called? A lateral, something. I can't remember what it's called. Damn it!
The kid is stoned off.
Gordon Gartrell.
How stoned is that?
Gordon Gartrell. There you go, buddy.
Jimmy Fallon?
That's Moose again, man.
Chinese Jimmy Fallon. Japanese Jimmy Fallon.
I can't believe I was in Band of Brothers either. I know, it takes you right out of it.
I wish that was his worst sin. He's the worst, man. Jimmy Fallon drives me nuts, man. I can't even. There was a time when he first started, it was really, really good, but he just became more and more of just like, it's clear that he would put over whatever kind of bullshit was happening at that time.
Well, Ed, when I looked up here from hell, I look up and see my show.
But I mean, late night TV isn't this. It doesn't mean anything
No,
anymore.
it's pretty.
Who cares? I think
It's
it died.
done-ish.
It died with when Conan the last 2 weeks of Conan. That's when I thought the last time that late night TV was exciting. That was a long time ago.
It's. I think much like everything is, it's become niche audiences for what there has, because there's people who dig Colbert, and as long as Trump is in the
but there's people who
conversation,
dig everybody, or they wouldn't. People who dig Kimmel and things like that.
And Kimmel,
but of those, I think
Kimmel.
Kimmel's probably the best. But who cares? Like that format is so dated, and it's aimed at people who still have cable television.
But I've always liked
network.
Yeah, network television.
Exactly. But I've always liked Jimmy Kimmel, and he does try to throw at least a little bit of kind of goofiness and originality into it, whether you like his sense of humor or not. I don't watch.
He's funny enough.
He's funny
enough. He's funny enough, but it's just who cares about the late night television?
Nobody does. Not like
the commentators, apparently.
You guys see how polite those wrestling fans are? They're shoving each other around to see who can like wave a peace sign up on camera. It's a lot.
Get the fuck out of my way!
Now. Yeah. Get the fuck out of my way, peace.
Oh, this is awesome, man. Okay, Kelly, what's her name? What's the name of this pop idol?
Yeah, I should have researched that.
So cool.
Yeah, I mean that's what the popularity was based on a lot. Like they would cut albums and stuff. The talent, right?
That's not Akira Hokuto? It kind of looks like Akira Hokuto, but I don't think that's her.
I don't know. I don't think it's a wrestler, but I could be wrong.
An homage to Gordon Guttrell. This is fucking awesome, dude. Yeah, I could watch hours of this. We haven't seen a single wrestling match yet.
Boy.
Yeah.
I'm faded. I'm faded.
Well,
Johnny, you're wishing this was Big Joshi now, don't you?
Yeah, now Big Joshi.
walking out with the bears and shit.
Big Joshi. Ding. Number 3 is
Gordon Guttrell.
I love that because I've never thought of ever punishing anyone with Big Josh matches. It's something I would do. It's something I would do.
Yes. You have to find the right person. The right person who it's really going to cut deep, right? By the way, speaking of cutting deep, there's been somebody who hasn't appeared in a while who might have something to say about this performance.
I feel like I've set myself up for the next appearance.
We haven't seen him in a while there, Johnny. I was wondering if he was ever going to come back. I kind of miss him.
Well, then keep missing him, man, because no. Oh, yeah. Okay, sure. For me, it's literally, I'm like, when would it fucking work? Not just because I don't want to fucking do that joke over and over. Because without going into any detail, the way that all came together was perfect. And I'm like,
yes.
Then I'm like, yeah, then you just don't want to keep repeating.
We're not done yet.
Oh, Travis, you and Max need that outfit next show.
100%.
That's your tag team tournament outfit right there.
Holy shit. Max needs to see this.
Okay, Tony.
I'll be right back,
Khan.
guys.
Okay, Tony Khan would try to do this, and it would fizzle like the barbed wire death. Fucking
right. Yeah. But Boom would nail it. I think.
Yeah. You guys could nail it on a smaller scale, I think.
Yeah. Moose is saying, once I played the Mountie song like 4 times in a row until people complained. I asked if they wanted to hear something else. Then I played I'm Not the Mountie.
Where were you? What jukebox is this?
That is so awesome.
And that's how I got fired from the strip club.
This is fucking hilarious. So much smoke. And that's affordable. And so are streamers. But they had cheerleaders too.
You can do that.
And these are the Crush Gals, I believe. The wrestlers.
Oh yeah.
So is someone going to beat the shit out of someone eventually here, or is this all this is?
No, there's
Okay.
no, they didn't need to do an angle. It's all
And this
totally
is live.
No.
sincere.
Is there going to be a wrestling match?
There's going to be 3 wrestling matches.
Okay. Oh, we're going.
Oh, come on, Johnny. How many
Joshi.
crappy
Or-
Monday Night Raws have you sat through over the last 25
What?
years
I wasn't
complaining
I
about this?
wasn't fucking complaining. I was just like I didn't expect it.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
It's a cultural difference. Their interpretation of wrestling is different.
Don't give me that shit. I love Japanese wrestling, but eventually I want to get to some fucking wrestling.
Yeah, we're kind of getting into like 1999 WCW Monday Nitro territory here, where the first 40 minutes is going to be implied entertainment.
Yeah, no, this is where Bischoff got the idea for the Nitro Girls, and it just botched it.
Okay, I'm going to do the side-by-side beer comparison now.
Right, those creamsicles, right?
So we got the orange creamsicle from Backcountry Brewing in Squamish, British Columbia. Probably the first beer.
Whitaker. Sean was really excited about.
Yeah, this is the first beer that turned me on to sours, and I'm a almost dedicated sour drinker now. And then I found this, which is orange Dreamsicle Dino Sour from Phillips
before. Rex Rothschild's favorite drink.
Okay, so
yes, he's a sour drinker too. So yeah,
guest.
What's up, Johnny?
Matt, the flavor of those, I imagine, is your creamsicle flavors, right?
It's supposed to be.
That's what they're going for, right?
Yeah, I mean the orange creamsicle from Backcountry, it almost tastes like I don't know, it almost tastes like mixing like amaretto with orange juice, but a little less sweet. Okay. So it's not quite creamsicle.
All right. So real quick before we get to this awesome fucking entrance in this team that is the fucking coolest thing.
Yeah. Holy shit.
The thought of the
best job we ever had, Sully.
Oh, you ain't kidding. You ain't lying, pal. This looks like the Greenwich Village Halloween parade. I always loved it there. It's a blast.
I was thinking Acura, but okay. Wow.
Somebody's already hurt at ringside.
No, one night I had 2 of those like frozen mixed drinks that tasted like a creamsicle.
Yeah.
And then suddenly I came down with this major flu that had been going around the nursing home that I worked at that put me on the toilet for like all night long. I was out for 3 days. So it was just doing nothing but puking creamsicle.
Oh my God.
To this day,
I get it.
But it's something that I really enjoyed as a child.
That's too
bad. I will never enjoy again.
It's like me and ketchup chips. I've told the story of me and ketchup chips before in 5th grade. Sleep over at my friend Kevin Smith's house. I ate 2 bags. Like Kevin it was a box. No, my friend Kevin Smith. It was a box of Old Dutch. Remember Kelly Nelson? Would come in boxes, 2 bags, 2 clear bags.
Yes, they don't do that anymore.
And I ate both of them. And the next day, all I did was throw up ketchup chips. And still to this day, Nora fucking loves ketchup chips. I will come into her and she'll show me her red fingers. I'm like, you're so gross. Get away with me with your ketchup chips.
You're like Spoochie Boochies. You're so gross.
Speaking of
37.
Speaking of Old Dutch, Travis, I gotta show you. You know, I've been talking, and Max and Kyle Fines, we've been talking about the Kyle Fines merchandise stand.
Yes.
All right, I don't know if you're familiar. I got to show you one of the designs that I've been sitting on for the Kyle Fines merchandise stand. And it's an Old Dutch reference, so I'll send it to you at some point. I think you're going to enjoy it.
Dope.
That was when I came up to visit you guys, and I was greeted with like a 6-pack and
three bags of Canadian
and bags of Old Dutch, right?
It was all dressed. I think there was ruffles. Cheesies. Gotta have cheesies, and I think there was probably an Old Dutch ketchup.
Yeah, Moose asked it. Said, "Wish the U.S. had sour cream and bacon chips like we do." But yeah, ketchup chips are not available in the States, are they?
Now they are.
Yeah. Okay.
Everything
did
is
it.
now.
We did it. This is our slow. This is our slow invasion.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What you brought to the rest of the
we
world.
give them the ketchup chips.
And
Hockey
then-
just wasn't cutting it anymore.
And then we send
Exports.
them the Madame Web to blind them.
Okay, enough talk
Holy shit.
about chips and shit. This is
Chips and shit.
the two women we watched a few weeks ago.
Nice.
Right. Which was
Matsumoto
fucking
and Bull
crazy.
Nakano.
And Bo, yes.
They're a tag team here.
Who are they fighting?
They're fighting the team that would become the Jumping Bomb Angels. I don't.
Nice.
Yeah. So this could be pretty cool.
Jesus Christ. Just
I think
madness from the
It's
fucking
already
start.
pretty cool. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yep.
Yeah, dude, when you listed who these people
Jesus.
were, I'm like, this is gonna be fucking good.
Yeah.
I know, right?
And it's funny because this show's famous for two other matches, not this
Wow.
match. Yeah.
Cool.
But like I said earlier, we're not getting the full matches. This was the edited TV version. But I'm sure we'll get enough to be entertained.
Right. It's still an hour's. Oh,
Oof.
this is great.
The reactions
Wonderful.
are going to be great.
Wonderful.
She's like,
So jog my memory. If this is before they became the Jumping Bomb Angels, we're talking like
Yes.
86?
This is 85.
85, okay.
Yeah. Like I
Oh
said,
god, they were so good.
yeah, this was a peak. One of the most famous matches in Joshi history happened 6 days later. The dump Matsumoto Nagoya, the hair match,
Mhm.
the famous hair versus hair match, where
you
the
believe this shit?
girls in the crowd are weeping.
This is a
That's a
period of
botch.
Joshi that I should be watching more of, and I just
They're
So
totally smarks. Imagine they're totally smarks, Johnny.
yeah, that's what I'm
Just like
saying.
just being a total fucking pricks.
Are they talking to the crowd or are those like celebrities like on Iron Chef? I'm serious because they keep
I
going
don't
to
know.
these like young actresses.
Right,
I'm like,
right.
what the
Good
fuck is
point.
going
Yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah. I have no idea. I came into this as cold as you did, buddy.
Yeah, I'm a novice for Joshi. I just want to watch
And that's
more.
yeah, and that's what I'm psyched. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's what I'm psyched
I
about.
Okay,
don't
what are the
know a ton about it.
okay. Either I don't know if in the chat live or on YouTube, one of our meatheads, the MTT heads, got to be a pervert enough to be able to figure that out for us.
Man, look how young.
I love that
Bull
you're
is.
just shit talking
Yeah.
your audience.
That's all we ever do.
Yeah.
Subscribe to the Patreon, you pigs. My little piggies. We're like that.
What
Oh,
is-
awesome.
That's a great spot.
Using the Kyle Fines approach.
You know, I love them.
Yeah, we all do.
The ones who pay for the Patreon. The rest
That's
of you can go suck my dick.
Said you love the YouTube guys. YouTubes are Johnny's guys. The Twitch
Yeah,
people are
YouTubes are my
people.
guys because there's more of them. There's more of them.
That's right. Good point. Ooh. Jesus. This is fucking chaos, man. This is awesome. Yeah. Look at the cameraman getting knocked over.
Remind me, did they juice in
Wow.
this
Yep.
promotion?
Oh yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure
there's-
they
Oh, what am I
Yeah.
talking? Did we just watch?
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Bull was
Yeah.
leading in that one.
Mhm.
Well, I think the refs
We're
finally
saying-
done
I'm hearing
something.
Jim Ross in my head saying the most racist commentary possible. I think you could find somebody other than Jim Ross. Didn't remember our buddy
Yeah,
Corny?
okay.
Corny
Jim
in
Ross-
NWA more recently lost his
Oh,
job.
right before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you can say about Jim Ross and everything, but racist, not really one of them. I don't think. There's old
Just
man
in different ways,
accidental
not
shit.
overtly, just in different
Right.
ways. He was the one to tell Vince that, some people
Some-
about like
yeah.
okay, some people find Asian women really attractive and
What the
pornography.
wait,
Holy
JR, what the hell are you talking about?
yeah.
Well, boss, there's even Asian porn. You've got to be shitting me. And he had to actually show him that there was Asian porn. Well, then hire.
Yes.
Well, in fact, Jim Ross is the one that I told you can't Pearl Harbor people anymore.
Oh, okay.
Of
Well,
course.
he's an old man. Yeah, well, he's an old man. Give him a fucking break.
No, it wasn't him. It was
okay.
I'm not gonna name names.
Oh, you weren't working with JR recently, Matt?
No, I wasn't working with JR.
We are as I promoted on YouTube, the two of the best MCs in pro wrestling history were on the show tonight.
You and
I mean,
I.
I've only
my
done
hit.
it once, but thanks, man.
And I've never done it, but I'll take the compliment.
This is awesome. Is that Bull again?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Look at her hair. It's so rad. So how far into her career is this?
Pretty early.
Yeah,
Couple
this,
years, maybe.
this is
If
all
this
early
is-
for all of them.
Yeah,
Yeah, if this is 85, Bull's got to be
Mhm.
what, like 17, 18 years old?
Yeah, she's
She can't be
super
older than
Wow.
that.
Wow.
ridiculous.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The pace is awesome.
So that makes yeah, and the age of all these women makes this real seedy.
Well, yeah, for our eyes, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, get out of fucking town. Our eyes, Japanese eyes.
But they started super early, but they had to stop. Well, at least at this point, you had to retire when you were 25.
Mhm.
But it's like Menudo over there.
I think by the beginning of the 90s that changed. Yeah, she was only Bull was only 17.
Crazy.
You know, one of my favorite random things about Bull Nakano is that she ended up becoming a professional golfer.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, and she looks like super healthy now. It's so
Mhm.
Yeah.
it's awesome. Like
Wasn't she in the Hall of Fame this year? That was right.
Yes.
holy
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
That was fun.
What are the rules in this match?
I don't think there were
None.
any.
The rules
Well,
are
there
there
was
are
a-
no rules.
I think there was a count out in the first fall.
Right, right.
Her leg looks torn up. What the fuck's
Yeah, I
going
was
on?
wondering. It's not a
Mhm.
tattoo. I don't.
There's a match, Bull Nakano versus Aja Kong in a cage, tease for our Patreon.
Mhm.
And but not that we're watching those two, but we're gonna go back into the cage. But man, there are like scissors into like their arms during that match. It's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
I remember that. I think I've seen
That's
that
a
match.
crazy match.
Yeah,
Kelly,
yeah.
I think that's one of the few matches that I showed you.
Yeah, I think so.
But someone stabbing someone with scissors is Sid in this fucking match? Oh,
Kitchen sink, baby. It looks like
the toaster.
the test pattern from Much Music. No, it's like the vent that John McClane was crawling through. Come out to the coast. We'll have some laughs. Who's Bull's partner?
Dot Matsumoto.
Wow. Okay, yeah, I'd like to learn more about
And
it.
okay, they're just here experimenting with, we're kind of punk rocky, and they had their weird cop / Nazi entrance. Triple H would have loved that fucking entrance. It was just Nazi enough to go with his iron crosses and shit. And they had a lot of big boss man with everything, but there's still a bit of like, well, the way they're painted up, there's still some sort of like sex appeal thing going on a little bit before they just fully become, we're like the fucking Road Warriors and shit, and have or more like monsters and shit.
Wild.
And look at that the coloration.
Look
there.
at this double spike. Nice.
Oh,
Nice. I love it. Who's their buddy, man?
I don't
Just
know.
the coolest fucking kids in fucking town.
Yeah.
She ain't gonna walk no more.
I know, it's crazy that this was 1985.
That's an old one.
The style
we haven't
is
used that in a while, buddy.
very modern looking.
I don't think I can walk no more. That's from a Jerky Boys bit. That's so funny. That's a shout out to 2 years ago, at least. That's crazy. The double spike. That's so cool, man. So nasty.
Still have one more fall.
Really? Holy
I'm
shit.
asking. I'm not sure. It's best 2 out of 3 fall.
Right.
I'd imagine so. I mean, cultural differences aside,
Yeah.
you
One
book
plus
wrestling
one.
like you book fucking wrestling. She had dollar signs painted on
Pretty awesome.
on her cheek.
That is some 80s hair,
Yeah,
man.
That is
100%,
that is a sly Rambo 3 mullet, is what that is.
That really is.
All right. Okay. I thought,
think it's
I
over.
guess 1-1. That's what we'll
Okay.
call it.
Have you heard
Crazy.
the good news?
Avant-garde.
Again, I must apologize. There's another oldie for you, Travis.
Yeah, we haven't said that in a while. We haven't crossed.
Okay,
We haven't crossed the
Travis,
ocean.
no, man, I just did 2 of his jokes.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I love you, bud.
Thanks. Love you too, buddy.
Here's a teaser for the Patreon, everyone, while we're at this point. I'm coaching Little League again this year, and I've got some shit I need to get off my chest, and I'm going to do it with my best friends here on the Patreon tonight. So it's worth $5. Trust me, worth $5. And then if that'll get you, and then you see everything else we've got on the Patreon, we've got you hooked. We've got you for good.
Yeah.
Including whatever Matt's got planned for tonight, which I'm sure is going to be awesome.
Yeah. Well, let's leave it at that.
Half of it is.
Half
Kelly,
of it is absolutely. Half of it absolutely is. Yeah.
Kelly, who's this?
I think this is Devil Masami.
Oh, okay.
Heard the name. I don't think I've ever seen a match.
Well, but you know the name, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's the thing. This was this level of how big this was that this is something that I didn't watch. But I was in the zeitgeist enough to know all the big names, and one by one on this show we're watching right now, I'm like, oh yeah, I know. I've heard of all. I've either seen or heard of all of these people.
Oh yeah, the names are all like if you're a hardcore wrestling fan, you've heard of them.
I always assumed Devil Masami had a Kevin Sullivan gimmick, but
no.
Kelly, are we getting any of Jaguars matches tonight?
Yeah, Jaguars coming up too.
Double thumbs up right there.
Yeah, there's 2 matches left. I'm just not sure the order that they're in.
So she's 15, right? Is that okay? Got it.
But this is Chigusa Nagayo.
Another name that I do know. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Chigusa here had the 1983 Bill Dundee haircut too.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So hot in Tokyo at this time.
She actually did one of those. She's one of the guys' moves and had a Memphis excursion, and was influenced by Bill Dundee's. She's one of the guys. Come on, you know that movie?
Oh man.
Yes. Yes. What's the name of that actress? She didn't do much beyond that.
No, she showed her tetes in that fucking movie, and everyone remembers it.
This is in One of the Boys?
Yeah.
Yeah, One of the Boys.
Let's see. What was her name?
Every now and then I'm reminded that I'm just a little bit older than you guys.
I'm aware of the reference. I'm just trying to think of what was her name?
She's holding 2 football helmets over her boobs on the
there you go.
Oh, just one of the guys, right?
That's
Joyce Heiser.
There you go.
Yeah,
I think she's still active in Hollywood.
I think she is. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Devil may not be a devil worshiper, but she looks badass to have that name Devil in that gear.
Means business.
Yeah.
Really cool.
And this is for a belt.
Hold my bong.
So fucked right now.
The WWWA All Pacific title.
All Pacific, love it. Every time I ever read anything like All Pacific or All Hawaiian and shit, just I loved all that shit. The titles that seem so exotic to me, like reading them in the back of Inside Wrestling, the list of all the titles.
The roll call of champions.
The roll call of champions. That's it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, she looks.
Oh man,
Okay.
the look on her
Well,
face.
that shirt looks like something my grandmother
Or no, like Oksana Bayul would wear.
Oksana Bayul, nice.
Yeah, on a bender. Oksana Bayul on a bender would be wearing that fucking shirt.
Oksana Bayul on a bender is a good name for that episode.
It's not. I'll write it down.
It's a lot better than Andre the Medium.
Dude, Andre the Medium is still on. That is definitely in the mix for titles tonight. I love that because that could also apply to Bill Dundee.
Or it could be Andre can see into the future, or can see your future.
Oksana.
Did you guys ever see Crush Girls?
No.
It was Shigusa Nagayo was the one behind Crush Girls, right? Like she was the head trainer. Yeah.
Yeah, well, they were a tag team originally, anyway.
Or not? No, I'm not. Okay, sorry. I'm just thinking of the what was the documentary that she was in?
I don't know.
I'm gonna look this up.
I love the.
Oh, guy. Sorry, it's Gaia Girls.
The Gaia Girls. Okay.
Yeah, it's the Gaia Girls documentary.
I love how
that
this shot is great. The way those flags are placed for her, that looks totally boss.
Yeah, it's like Kurosawa film.
Exactly.
So cool.
We haven't stopped staring at each other.
This guy also stars on the Japanese version of Fantasy Island. He's Mr. Rourke.
Wow. Who's the baby face? Who do you guys think is the baby face?
And like I said, in 6 days, she loses spoiler alert, loses a hair versus hair match to Dom Matsumoto, where I've never seen the whole match. I've just seen clips, but the reaction in the crowd is unbelievable.
Well, take a look at that hairstyle she's going. She has to just go scorched earth and start the fuck over.
Crazy.
Who talked
so our retro game tie-in, Travis? Did you know that Dump Matsumoto had her own video game?
Really?
Back in like 1986?
I did notice that in your Genesis ROM dump, I had a Japanese Joshi game that you did not have. But no, I don't know about the one you had mentioned.
I'm thinking through when it was. Oh, it ended up being It ended up being pro wrestling for the Sega Master System. And apparently that was originally done as a Dump Matsumoto game.
Crazy. But it's all male in that. And they're all Japan style in that game, if memory serves, right? Isn't there like a total Stan Hansen looking guy? And
I think so, yeah. I think it was all rebranded for the North American audience.
Right.
Now, in case the name Devil and all the streamers for her opponent don't tell you that what the babyface heel dynamic is here. Devil literally has the word evil in tights, just to make sure you know that the devil is evil. Okay, the next time they go to these,
it's devil.
Yeah, it's devil on the tights.
I thought it was evil too, but the D is on the side.
Okay.
No, that makes sense.
That's on purpose, so I would say that because that's something Satan would do to make me look stupid on this podcast.
To reveal.
No, the next time, pay attention to the next time they go to that weird collection of like young girls and Japanese Jimmy Fallon, because they cut to them and it went young girl, Japanese Jimmy Fallon, and it looks seedy.
And that's why he has to apologize.
See my friend Albert looking on in concern there.
No, the gimmick was
Hmm.
fans are allowed to be given microphones. And this asshole middle-aged wrestling fan goes, "Well, I want to be involved in this too." And these young girls are intimidated by him. Oh, she biting?
Looks like it.
Looks like it.
So when really is like the peak of AJW? Because like the more of the stuff that I watched was later, I feel
Well,
like.
there's multiple peaks. It's like
Yeah.
WWF where you had
Yeah.
an 80s peak and then you had a 90s peak. There was also a 70s original peak
A
where
steroid scandal.
Giant Baba with a neck brace going to court.
well, there was Tonio Inoki, his issues with scandals and embezzlement. So
Right.
that's the parallel
Jesus
right
Christ,
there.
a Japanese guy who looks like an American 1920s gangster who gets involved into politics who was in wrestling. No kidding.
Yeah, Inoki and McMahon are the
Who
parallels.
gave himself an Italian name.
Baba was like the Don Owen or the put in your, respected promoter of them.
Yeah.
Not
Inoki's like a Dick Tracy.
He does look like a Dick Tracy villain.
the Pelican.
The Pelican.
Pelican.
Well, that was his nickname. Like derogatory.
Incredible.
Just picture the racist Chester Gold depiction of the Pelican in 1933.
Somehow. How did you make the Pelican racist? Oh, I found a way. That's the Chester Gold promise.
Oof. My favorite part of this era when I watch, and I haven't seen a ton of Joshi, right? But this stuff we've been watching is that it feels like when you hear these reactions from these people who maybe many of them actually know wrestling's not quote unquote real, but these people are laying it in hard. This feels real. Doesn't feel silly, doesn't feel stupid. It feels like people fucking having an athletic competition while fighting. It's good shit.
Yeah, that's why I love it. Gritty, lots of struggle. Intense.
How many women are in that crowd?
It's what
I think it's
75, 25.
Well, yeah, it's yeah. Oh yeah.
So cool.
They were like rock stars to the fans.
Yeah.
Love it.
It's just another thing that I love about that, because just I would love the idea of like say in North America there becomes a women's promotion that the main fan base happens to be teenage girls. That'd be kind of fun and cool, right? What's that all about? But I just don't know if I could ever see it happening.
I mean, they tried that at one point in North America.
Yeah,
if you guys remember Mad Rats.
It's full of creeps.
Exactly.
That's why it couldn't happen.
There's
your cultural differences. The Japanese have less creeps.
Wow.
Ooh.
Crazy.
Speaking of creeps, I'm going
I feel like I should stand up for the Japanese creeps out there.
Oh, you should? Okay.
In our audience. We're kind of like, hey, there's a lot of us too, pal.
Don't
forget we have vending machines for like used women.
I was going to say.
You know what? To our Japanese creeps, I love your vending machine policy. Okay? I'm a fan. I
That's so gross. All right,
just remember,
Travis looks like he's getting up and leaving. That's it. Travis has had enough.
To all of our fans, just remember, I think you're all creeps. I mean, I'm like Dick Murdoch. I hate everybody. That'll get the Patreon dollars flowing.
Travis has had enough. He just got up and left. This, this is your show now, Johnny.
They know I'm kidding. We get t-shirts, man. Imagine, getting t-shirts with our logo and creep.
We're hardcore wrestling fans. We're all progressive liberal people.
We are hardcore wrestling
come
fans.
back to?
Okay, we are hardcore wrestling fans. We are like 3 degrees of Kevin Bacon away from creeps and have been around some
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the sleaze will always chase us. Look at that. Man,
Oof.
I'm always so impressed with the toe point.
I don't know. I don't think she stole that enough.
No, I think women do it better than most men, to be honest with you.
What, pro wrestling?
No, like the toe point on a like something like this. On a German, yeah, into a
Oh.
Ooh. I don't know about better, but that knee to the back of the neck, like
that was rough.
Like fucking rough.
Yeah.
She's living up to that name Devil right now.
Ooh. Oof. See, I like even like something stupid like an enziguri, which is like makes about as much sense as an Irish whip. At least make it look like it fucking hurts.
Yeah, that's all you have to do in wrestling. It's just it's up to you to sell it, make it look good.
But it's also up to you to not just like, well, I'm just gonna throw it up here. You got to kick him a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a way to make it work.
Yeah, no, this is like 100%. As far as wrestling goes, 100% believable. As far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is real.
It reminds me of like all
Look
Japan
at this struggle.
Dope. Yeah.
Ooh! Arms pinned. Oh no, and
Amazing.
still kicked out.
All Japan in the like All Japan men's, right?
Yeah.
AJPW.
Yeah.
A few years later.
I mean, in North America, of course, they've had different territories over the years had this feel to it too. It's just
blood sport nowadays. It's really.
Yeah, I can't speak too much for modern, but yeah. It's
I like it to feel real, but still feel like it's a professional wrestling match. I don't want it to turn.
Oh no, I don't want absolute
no, not that. I don't want it to turn into a worked MMA match because that's boring as fuck.
Yeah. No, you can go too far.
Yeah.
No, this is the perfect. Like I said, it's like as far as like pro wrestling goes, this is.
Yeah, they're doing pro wrestling. They're just selling and
the selling is incredible
and laying it in.
Like literally some of the best stuff we've seen. Oh my god! Oh my god!
And and their body language and all the facial expressions as well.
And there's those fucking toe points. Look what I'm telling you. Look what I'm telling you.
You know what? We're just gonna give it to you, Travis. Women do the toe pointy thing better than anyone except I don't know who. Maybe Ricky Steamboat. How are his toe points? Did he do that?
I'd have to set up story maps. My new favorite online app, you guys. I was telling Kelly about it, just in terms of doing timelines and stuff. I think Kelly could really create something special. I think you should explore that app.
What is it?
Yeah, I haven't got around to it yet. It's an app for making, like
timelines, but also like maps of where things are occurring and stuff. It's hard to explain, but it's like ridiculous.
Clearly, because I don't understand what you're talking about. What is it used for?
Just like if you wanted to tell the history of Joshi wrestling, for example.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a mix of like graphics and text and.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you've ever seen like the secret base YouTube videos about different sports and stuff. They do basically that.
Hey man, I've seen a lot of YouTube videos about secret bases.
Anyway, yeah, it's a YouTube channel called Secret Base. They do awesome like histories
Okay,
of
there it is.
Oh, that's so good.
franchises.
Ooh.
It's so good. I don't think I've
Um,
ever heard a Japanese wrestling crowd this loud in my
Yeah.
life.
No. We have seen it, right, Kelly? For an early Sean episode, in that famous Kobashi and Kikuchi,
Can-Ams. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
against the
Yeah,
Can-Ams, yeah.
that's a legendary match, yeah. Oh
Um,
yeah, that well
Ooh.
fucking Christ.
Ooh.
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 it's awesome.
She's gonna be eaten to a straw.
Smoothies for life. How about you guys? Like, dude, I love smoothies, you guys.
I'm not
But
a fan.
I stick to the standard straw band combo. Like, I don't get too crazy. I love the combo of straw band. Matt, your thoughts?
I'm a very adventurous smoothie guy, I have to
All right.
admit.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm all about trying something new. I've tried the smoothies with like peanut butter in them, with coconut, a little
Wow.
bit of everything. Yeah.
So
Sounds
maybe it's something I'm willing to open myself up to. Is
night moves.
well,
Big time.
boys, you've talked me into it. Now, as a diabetic, where I can definitely get smoothies with that are safe for me.
Booster juice. They got booster
I
juice
thought you
in
were about to say
Colorado.
boom. I thought you were saying about the well, boom is now
Yes.
selling smoothies.
Now,
Yeah.
yeah, this is a paid
Now
advertisement. We're
This
just like Jericho, the way we blend into literally blend in. They got the blend going at Booster Juice. Try the Brady Malibu pineapple surprise. I didn't see how that ending happened.
I think
That sucks.
uh was it a knockout or was it just a
Crazy.
time limit?
Oh no, it was worth it for
So, yes. Boom. Boom energy drink for Boom Booster Juice.
They had to be recalled after they gave people what was called the boom smoothies.
There was a little bit of HS. What's HS? A heart stoppage. That's a famous Worcester and Sharpling with Worcester was playing Gene Simmons after starting up a Kiss brand of uh, Starbucks like cafes, and he had signed the bottom of every cup with a silver thing, and it was causing some damage. And he's playing. He says, "Yeah, there have been some instances of HS," and he's like, "What HS? What's that? Heart stoppage." Because people were drinking the silver.
Hey, real quick, speaking of legendary DJs who don't get, their credit, there's a documentary out now called Hendry about Phil Hendry.
Okay.
Out of LA. He's done a ton of voices and everything. He was one of the geniuses of, he started spoofing talk radio by being the host and the caller. And it was brilliant fucking shit that people were loving on
Sounds
AM
awesome.
radio.
What year was this?
The movie, the doc just came out.
But when was this happening?
It was the 80s or early 90s.
Cool.
Nice. I mean, and if you hear him, you go, "Oh, I know that guy," because he's done a bunch of voices and lots of shit now.
Brad, sounds awesome. That's a good looking belt.
Yeah.
Man, look at the emotion. Big Devil Matsumoto. Am I saying it right?
Ruled.
Devil Masami.
But Devil Masao. Big fan of hers now.
And now you get the silver dildo. Look at this thing.
All right, just shut up. For real, man.
I'm sorry. How dare I sully this promotion of underage women fighting? Oh, what a piece of shit I am, right?
is real. Do you recognize any young
Now, is
lions?
Devil a true heel?
Guess
She's
not.
not.
Boo.
Wow.
He's healed. Come
Oh,
on.
wow.
Crazy. Second match on the card of 3.
And now
Just-
she needs to blind her with some black mist or some fucking shit because the devil
or
needs to
something.
fucking
Yes,
do
yes.
something. I want
I approve.
okay. Two people who hate each other having their moment, like acknowledging each other in the middle of the ring, that kind of breaks character. Not a big fan of. But
I don't know if that's
I'm
what
not
that
the
was,
audience
though.
for this. Yeah, I don't know what this
like
was.
we don't know the story
exactly. I
about-
don't know what this was, but that's what it
that's
felt
the
like.
trouble with watching these is that we're missing all the context.
Mhm. And we wander into like having like exoticism for something
Yes,
we don't
of
fully
course.
understand. But fuck, a good match is a good match, and that was awesome.
The match was,
Mhm.
dude. The match was fucking amazing.
Yeah, and we saw maybe half of it, really. And they did a great job not you couldn't tell where the clips were at all.
Really crazy.
Yeah, well, on wrestling
Neither
data, it
could
says
I.
it went 36 minutes. That definitely
Neither
wasn't
could I, but I've
crazy.
been drinking and I'm talking to you guys while watching this. I'm like, okay.
And we probably started talking about Mad Magazine in the middle or something.
Yeah.
That'd be so on brand for this show.
Who's your favorite Mad Magazine artist?
Oh, I need to
John Hedgepeth, go! I
Well,
McLaughlin
I love
group
them
on
all, but
Mad
I'm gonna have to go. Don Martin, Splort.
Kelly Nelson.
Jack Davis.
Wow. Matt P.
I don't know the artists well enough. I'm sorry.
All right, well,
Wrong.
I'm going to be a boring
You
piece
got-
of shit and say Sergio Aragones.
I mean, I will say my favorite Mad Magazine gag of all time was when they did a piece on King Kong and they said that his dad's name was Hong.
All right.
I grew up in a very Catholic household, so Mad Magazine wasn't a thing that I was allowed to have. I'll
Yeah.
fully admit that. Yeah, I got it for Christmas. I got one for Christmas one year, and that was the only Mad Magazine I had.
That's funny.
Hey, okay, real good. While I was home for the Dean show, and I was hanging out with Danzo, and I went to the flea market, and we went to the town that we used to hang at. Lots of antique stores. I grabbed for $12.95 Mad Magazine number 88, July 1964. Our price 25% cheap. Get that in
25
there.
cents.
5 cents.
And that's
Yeah.
Don Martin. Don Martin.
Nice.
On
Is that
the
a Don
front there.
Martin
Awesome.
cover?
No. That's
No, it's not.
it's
He
not.
didn't do too
cover.
many covers.
It's rare, I was
But
going to say.
what's crazy is when I flip through it, there are 2 stories in here that I remember from a paperback that I had in the 70s.
Don Martin's pretty awesome. Who drew the best boobs? Was it Jaffe?
Check out.
Jaffe drew the best dog, dude. That's for sure.
Yes. Yes.
Check out the anti-smoking spoof ad.
What year is that from?
1964,
He said 64.
dude.
Crazy.
Yeah,
Man.
there's
That's
like
that
that
image.
These Beatles are coming. It's shit. It's
Hmm.
amazing.
That's so funny. Do we know who we're looking at right now, Kelly?
I want to say that's Jaguar Yokota. Because the only match left is Linus Asuka against Jaguar Yokota. And I'm
Again,
pretty sure.
again,
Another 2 names I know.
Names I
Oh,
know.
Yes,
that's
of
gonna be
right
course.
off the top of my head.
Gonna be good.
Yes. And of course, Asuka took her name from.
Once
this
again,
Asuka.
I apologize.
Yeah, no, this card is just stacked with Hall of Fame talent. It's ridiculous.
Like Barack Obama. Japanese Barack Obama. All right. We're going to see Bull Nakano.
So they were partners, Linus Asuka and Chigusa Nagayo, the woman from the previous match.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell, they dress pretty much identical and have the same flags. They were the Crush Girls.
They're all doing the later day Billy superstar Billy Graham gimmick here, right?
Yeah. That would have been something.
Everybody's favorite.
I don't think he worked Japan when he had the Kung Fu gimmick with good reason, obviously.
Yeah, I think it'd probably be pretty offensive to them.
It would have been funny to see, though.
Of course.
What's this belt? Do we know the
This is the
pretty cool.
I think it's just the main belt. It says the WWWA singles title.
This is the Jaguar Yokota fucking rules belt, is what it is.
Yeah.
Bouquets. That's something we got to bring back. Like excessive bouquets. Ah. Do you know what city this is in?
It's in Tokyo. It's actually at the
Yep.
Budokan Hall,
Wow.
which is their version of Madison Square Garden,
Right.
essentially.
Did it sell out?
The attendance is 13.5. I'm not sure if that was a sellout or not.
It's so crazy.
I'm thinking with that number, it probably was rounded like that. Oh yeah, and the TV ratings this show had at the time was like 80%, or maybe not that high, but just insane numbers.
It's a big deal.
And men's wrestling was pretty popular at the time too, but crazy.
So this would have been who's speaking at this time? Jumbo.
All Japan would have been doing better than New Japan. New Japan was the big promotion at the beginning of the 80s. And then you had a few scandals. You had the Noki scandal. You had Tiger Mask quitting. And then you had Joshi and his guys leave for All Japan. And so New Japan was reeling for a bit. All Japan had their time. And then, I don't think after the 80s, it was never like really mainstream popular anymore.
Oh, Jesus, look at that.
So fucking cool.
You know, we tried doing this at All Star Wrestling one time with the Bollywood boys, and it did not work because the fan base just didn't know what they were supposed to do. Right. So they just started throwing in the streamers whenever they wanted.
Whenever they wanted.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they knew it was for entrances because we told them it was for entrances at the beginning.
Right.
Well, Logan, who's the ring announcer, told them that it was for the entrances at the beginning, and then I wasn't at the show, and I got a message the next day saying, yeah, the streamers fell flat because people thought they could throw it in during anybody's entrance. Yeah. So I guess like the Gambler got a couple streamers, and Battle Wasp got a couple pink streamers. Yeah. I just got the Twitch warning to watch this. Oh, this is Johnny.
Hilarious. Let's go.
I'm just gonna say, Kelly, getting to watch a Jaguar Yokota match with you guys makes up for all that George South shit that I had to watch the last couple times out.
Look at this pace early on here.
Oh,
look at this
so
strength.
Good. It's so good.
Yeah, well, Matt, I'm trying to bring more bangers to Mystery Titans Theater.
Holy shit. Shit. Yeah, oh, it's got her face down. That's nuts.
I love that. Struggling for the abdominal stretch.
Abdominal stretch. Yes. So cool.
They can do everything. It's like they can brawl, they can wrestle, technical, they can fly,
Yeah.
power
Saw it
moves
from the
too.
start.
Yeah, it's like so great.
Where's those toes? Ooh,
No, so good.
Jesus. Holy shit. She's got Asics. Oh, Pumas.
Oh,
Those they're fucking sick. Fuck yeah. Oh my god. This is crazy.
I always love
Awesome.
that.
Yeah.
Pop on the head.
Yeah. Pedigree. No.
Oh.
This is probably
Better
the
than a
halfway
pedigree.
point of this match. Yeah. Yeah. And then that's how she fucking kicks out. Jesus Christ. This is where everybody's getting their shit from these days.
Yeah, just 40 years later.
Yeah, right. And then here's a fucking tombstone. Oh, Jesus Christ. And then fucking nail it.
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. That's no, yes, it's still too strong. Unbelievable. We are getting cut. It's just too bad this is cut. Holy shit, man. How long does this match go, Kelly?
It went like 25 minutes.
Hey, hats off to the ref. Look
if
at
we
that.
had it full. I
Look
think
at
Daily Motion may have the full
versions
of these matches.
Look at that kick out.
I'll admit Daily Motion is the number one source of all my Patreon matches for you guys.
Yeah, right.
Daily Motion doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Is this not policed? It somehow remained under the radar. Wow. Look at that logo in the ring, man.
Memo to self: more George South matches. Matt got it.
Hey,
great to see you. I already figured what was going to end up happening was I was going to get the hour worth of Big Joshi the next time I was on. I'm not even sure if an hour worth of Big Josh matches exist at this point.
Well, I mean,
dude, actually, I'm sure there are, but also, I'm not going to use that on you. It's like, I need to, you made the point earlier. It has to be the right person.
If you need a conspiracy partner here, I do have access to.
I always need a conspiracy partner.
I have access to not Tom Green's entire library of all his WCW Worldwide and Saturday Night tapings and stuff. So
there you go.
Yeah.
Fuck, and then a fucking Jesus Christ, and nobody home. Crazy.
Nobody home.
Okay, I was so out of the loop because I didn't know. I just saw this Big Josh. I go, this is the stupidest thing. I didn't know it was Matt Bourne. I didn't know. Like for the longest time.
He's come on for an amazing match, dude.
I didn't know who Matt Bourne was at the time, but
I did, and I didn't know who he was.
Yeah. Well, what had he done prior to Big Josh?
He was on WrestleMania 1.
Right, but that was 6 years before that.
No,
the man we were referencing.
I remember every
earlier,
second of that.
Michael Clarkson, when we used to film wrestling on our trampoline, his son would wrestle as Big Josh. Remember that, Kelly? Yeah.
Yes. And then Doink the Clown.
Doink, yeah.
But he was
the man.
Boink the Clown. But he was
Boink, yes.
But he was Big Josh. But he wasn't like Big Josh. He just had the same name.
Yeah, that's totally different. Wow, holy shit. I love how she kicks out. That's so weird.
Well, that kick out. Oh.
The gimmick is that she's using her incredible core strength.
Right.
Core strength to come out.
Yeah.
I love it when any wrestler figures out a way to do something everyone does just a little different, but it still has to make sense. That little bit of that kind of originality.
Oh, that was was great.
There's nothing original about getting dropped on your dome.
Oh, that's so good. You don't.
They keep cutting to this concern. Cut to concerned middle-aged Japanese woman.
She's not a big fan of those straight jacket suplexes.
Japanese Tipper Gore does not approve of the
parental advisory.
Japanese Tipper Gore.
Fuck.
Wait
How
until
is this
that
gonna
works.
end? No!
Oh, no way!
What a shot.
They teased it. Yeah, what a shot is
Oh.
right. Yeah.
What a great camera shot. That was fantastic.
Especially for teasing something that could have been fucking insane. Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude,
Jesus
from that
Christ.
camera shot. From that camera shot, it looked like
Is
she
that
was
1, 2, 3? Yeah.
brainbuster-
Amazing.
brainbuster
Amazing.
on the post. Wow.
What
Great.
a match. Seriously, one of the best matches we've seen, you guys.
And
Holy
again,
shit.
just the clipped version of it.
Yeah. Got 3 minutes left here. Holy cow. Okay, maybe I want to look at the mascot. Should I wait? Should I not come in until later? No, that's like, is that just a stuffy? It's just a stuffy. I thought it's Warwick Davis. Warwick Davis inside an outfit.
Okay. I'm gonna drop this one, and no one's gonna get it but me. But that Sigmund and the Sea Monster. Sigmund went through chemotherapy, and he doesn't look.
No, I know. That's a Sid and Marty Krofft, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I know the Sid and Marty Krofft universe. I don't think I've ever seen a full match or episode, full match between Sid and Marty Krofft.
I will give you the short and sweet of all the Sid and Marty Krofft that I grew up with.
Wow, look at that
thing. Holy shit.
Okay, oh my God.
Okay, every Sid and Marty Krofft song had a banger opening theme song, and for the most part, they all sucked. Land of the Lost was pretty good.
I watched The Great Space Coaster talk about really good.
I hated that show.
Good opening theme music.
Oh no, I hate, dude. I have much like creamsicles. Great Space Coaster. Oh, it's burned in my mind, and I hate it.
All right,
I hate it so much.
I'm sorry. I brought it up.
I don't even know. I don't even remember why. I just hated it.
It was always on too early. I'd have to go to bed
that,
at 8:30
that was
if
it.
I wanted to watch
I wasn't in the mood for this right while I'm getting ready to go to school. I was like, no, just
right. All right,
Gary
Gnu. We
Gary
got 1
Gnu,
minute left.
Gary Gnu, fuck yourself.
Yeah, Gary Gnu. And rocking with Rolly, I remember. Yeah. But it was just like the main guy was kind of weird looking. It was total Sid and Marty Krofft ripoff, or just trying to ride their coattails.
Ripping off Sid and Marty Krofft.
Yeah. Anyways,
it was a Muppet Show ripoff. And
we got 40. We got once again. I must apologize. And thank you guys. Lots of fun. Everybody joining us on Twitch today. We had a good mix of everyone. And we will be back in a couple weeks with the Frightful Four. Matt, you want to get your socials out there and promote the ASW show?
Absolutely. So we have a cage match show coming up June 15th. Maritime Labor Center in Vancouver. Find me on socials everywhere at Paleontology, PALIONTOLOGY. Appreciate you guys having me on as always.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
So just I absolutely love doing this.
You give us credibility. Why I don't know, but it feels that way.
If you say so.